Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we are back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless and it is love based. It is a video that I have been making kind of a series. So there is a playlist. If you are new, welcome. And if you like this theme, there are a few of them already on the channel, and we'll keep this going every month or two. Okay, that's kind of been the trend. I think I've unconsciously been doing it every 2 months, but we're gonna try to make sure we do that, just because that's some content you guys like. So the current thumbnail you're looking at is a different spin on it because I've noticed that I think I've done a variety of different flowers, like completely different flowers, but I've also done like I would do roses, right? Where we would have various colors of the same flowers, but I have not done a similar color scheme with varying flowers. So I'm going to, I've already done it since you're seeing it. I've made a thumbnail that has different flowers with the color scheme, and I love that golden, orange, red coloring, especially since we're in like the summer still. Like, you know, it's August if you're watching this real time. It's Leo season. There's a lot of key transits like Venus and Leo. It's the retrograde. It's the Lion's Gate. So I decided to just do what I do best and kind of make a thumbnail in alignment with this season. That said, whenever you stumble upon this video, if these messages resonate, they are intended for you. You find these messages when they are meant for you, okay? And if it's not resonating, then you didn't make the right selection for the pile, okay? That's a pile selection issue. Or maybe I'm not your reader. That's fine as well. So the interesting thing that I would like to share, because I know I'm making this intro a little longer than I usually do, some of you may be looking for personal readings. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna officially shut those down, at least temporarily, just because I can't. Okay, especially since an energy that came in as I was making the thumbnail, because I make this video a lot and I don't remember what videos this energy popped up in, but I always, if you're familiar from way back when we even had like the low budget videos, like I would remember energy following, which meant that there were people that were kind of consistently coming and following and knew where they fell in the piles, and using those instead of personal readings, which great, I love it. But because that energy is so heavy, it came through already, and I'm interested to see what's going to come out in that specific pile. So what I'm talking about is so and I'm okay. Let me just, because I'm trying not to make this too long, but I'm also trying to make a point, or maybe you're confused. If you're picking that pile, you know what I mean. You're probably really confused, just in life, right? Because it doesn't feel like an energy. It's just like love based, it's life. But I originally picked up on it with my Magical Botanical book, and which is why we have that deck again today. But if you identified with that energy, or had that, even if you didn't identify, if you had that energy popping up in your piles, that poppy, we have one to select today, completely like, and like it's a synchronicity, because I was like, oh, let me see if I can do the thing. And I'm like, what's the theme gonna be? Making the little thumbnail, finding all the flowers I'm gonna use. I'm like, oh, this is cute. And then I found pile 1 first, which is why it's pile 1. And then I completely switched it up when I realized, okay, this color scheme actually works, when I found pile 2, which is the poppy. Okay. And when I saw that flower, because I'm not familiar with flowers, I saw the poppy. I'm like, oh, that's a really cute flower. That's going to be cute on the thumbnail. And when I hovered over the little thing so it could describe it for me, it says that it was a poppy. And I said, that is a red poppy. Why is it following this energy, right? So that means people need this message. So me loving to be a messenger and preferring to deliver messages, there may be non-love messages in your pile, don't know. Obviously this is in order, so something about that pile 2 is going to be interesting for those of you And I don't know, whatever y'all are going through, it's gonna be fine. But I just found that interesting that I am meant to be your messenger for whatever. And I did say that at 4 minutes and 44 seconds. So you don't have to worry about a personal reading if you're aligning with the energy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really doing personal readings. If you do deeply feel that you need one, there are a lot of readers that are very gifted that can provide you with some more guidance. Honestly, if it's that real, some of you may need to talk to a professional depending on what issues you're having. If we're talking about health, mental health, all of the things, you may need that professional support. Okay, so I'm not gonna delay this any further. I just wanted to mention that those of you selecting pile 2, even if you're new, if you go back, there are other readings that maybe you were called to those piles. I cannot tell you which ones, and I'm not, because you need to, find it on your own. But I just there may be something heavy there, deeper there. So yeah, let's just hop into the pile selection. For those of you that are visually, I was going to say hearing impaired, so some of you may be, welcome. We do make sure we put those automated subtitles on for you as well. But those of you that are visually impaired, this is the point in the reading in which I verbally describe the pile selection so that you can make your selection. Or if you just like to listen to me describe it to make your selection, that's cool too. And pile 1 is a golden, like yellow, orange on the rims, Pansy. And then pile 2 is that red, bright red, orange colored poppy. Pile 3 is a tulip. It's got like golden yellow on the inside, but red orange on the outside. And then pile 4 is the marigold, and it's bright red, almost orange, with like golden trim around each leaf. Okay, so I will give you a moment to make your selection, and if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile 1. So my golden Pansy. Listen, so something I needed to emphasize, like you have a fresh, clean table. Like everything is clean, everything is cleansed. And I'm not just meaning physically, I mean spiritually. Like something about your table was like, let me double, triple check that it is a clean space, that it is a clean energy. So that could be very relevant to who's secretly admiring you, who has a secret crush on you, just something about just tapping in and make sure, okay, this is a clean space, all right? Because I literally had to sit and really take my time with the cleansing for your pile in a way that is a little more detailed than I typically would. I even got like some extra incense, ironically enough, because I burn various incense, but I grabbed intuitively like the loved one, so it's like love and just pleasure, happiness, joy kind of incense, and just on the table for you. So very relevant. Okay, so I don't know if that's your energy or the person that is secretly crushing on you's energy, but it's gonna be a theme in your reading. So let me go ahead and get my I have a lot of decks, and I'm gonna try to not use them all. I'm gonna be completely honest, because I don't want these to be long. I know my readings are a little long anyway, but I'm gonna get an overview from this magical botanical. Something about that's not even a real word, botanical. I don't know what that means, but magical botanical. You may combine words to shorten them, or this person may combine words to shorten them. But yes, let me get a card from this deck so we can see from my pile 1. I'm channeling your energy, my golden Pansy. This person's very much so fixating on you. They're watching you. They're really, like, you have their attention, right? Like, they're being very detailed in the way that they watch you. Like, when they watch you, they may stare at you in a way that may be a little unnerving in person, but also pictures, they look at the detail. Because something about you, because I do keep like my little tablet off to the side as I'm doing this, because I like to channel at your actual image, and I'm like staring at it in a way that I don't know that I always do. Like something about being fixated in the detail. Okay, pile 1. So let me get my 1 card, because I'm not taking a bottle today. I'm committed to that, because I have way too many decks. So I'm gonna pull 1 from here, and then at least for your pile, there's another pile where I think they need a little more that I may compromise on that. I'll put this deck over here. Alrighty, let's get into it. I don't know, like deep sigh, I'm like, let's get into it. I don't know what this is about to be, Pile One, and I'm taking my time and I'm just moving slow. It's a lot. Okay, what does that even say? Fly agaric, number 9. So 9 could be relevant. We could be talking about just 9 days. We could be talking about 9 months. That would be, it could be 9 months from now. If you're watching this in real time, it could be talking about September. I do not know, never done this before. I do not know why I'm leading with time. So maybe I mentioned moving slow. Time could be very relevant to you or this person. I don't know, okay? I do not know, but that's important. It could be a life path 9, but 9 is very relevant for something, okay? But timing as well. So let me see, because I've not seen this card before, so I don't think, at least, but you may have been attracted to this reading because of the bright reds and oranges, because that's standing out on this card. So that may be your favorite color, or just something about it just caught your eye, and you may be a first-time viewer or someone that only casually watches these types of readings, and because of that, like, this is about to be very interesting for you. So let me, because I know we've already wasted a lot of time, but just something about the reading, I don't feel like I'm in a rush, but like timing and kind of knowing what the timing is. This card actually is ruled by the Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Mars, as well as the element of fire. Now, what's the message? The affirmation is, I am part of the enchanted world. So something about putting yourself out there, or this person needing to put themselves out there, because being a part of the world means someone has been in isolation, is in isolation, not going outside as much, not socializing much, not dating much. This could be the nature of the person that is secretly watching you, or this could be your energy, right? You may be hard to get a hold of with this person, but the divination meaning says that it is an opportunity to enter into the wondrous world of spirit and make contact with a deeper level of awareness, catalyzing your own creativity and healing. You must be willing to take the risk of being perceived as foolish or crazy, and also take the time to listen in order to learn. There is communion with nature, talking about all of the things you may be seeing, foxes, hares, caterpillars, and ladybugs. The moon is also a theme, and then it just talks about those things and what you, if you're seeing them, what it is. So I did hold the book up if you want to pause and just kind of scroll past your part if you can see. If not, if you can't see, just let me know and I'll open the book and I'll check. Just tell me what you want to see and I'll tell you, but I don't want to make the video a thing. So this talks about, though, here's the thing I love about this card. So someone's in hermit mode, or energy is withdrawn, and it tells me that someone has either been in a phase of healing, right? Self-reflection, and this could be you, could be this person, could be both. And it doesn't have to be related to one another. Like, those of you asking about attachments or current connections, this could be a connection where you're both assessing yourselves, evaluating things, but as a single person, because I look out for my singles. Y'all like to call me out in the comments, but you could be stepping out of that. Your person could, like, this person that is watching you could be in that energy as well, even though it's not connected, if that makes sense. But someone, you, them, I'm going to leave with it being them, since you're asking about who's secretly crushing on you. But again, these are not personal readings. I know they get very detailed. If you know where you fall, you have to be very honest about where you fall, because it's going to be important for the outcome based on what you want. You have to be honest about where you truly fall, okay? Because some of you, this is saying that you could be needing to put yourself out there. Honestly, even if you're not the one, there's a lot. There's so many scenarios. That's why I do these readings are so long. So some of you, it's saying to put yourself out there because you have a secret admirer that maybe you have a feeling about, and they may reciprocate that, but you're the more active one, or should be. Others of you, it's saying that your secret admirer is trying to muster up the courage, right? The energy to put themselves out there and interact with you. And how it's gonna happen, if it happens, would be determinant on the personality, right? And even a situation, because I don't know what y'all have going on. But and if this is even someone you would want to engage, because I could be describing someone that you're not interested in as we develop the energy, but it is talking about someone that needs to be willing to be perceived as foolish or crazy, but also taking the time to listen in order to learn. So it's talking about someone that it could be one person or two people, someone needing to take a risk and risk looking crazy, and someone being receptive to listen and to hear someone out. So it could be those attachments, but it could also be a new connection. Like this person I'm going to describe may be someone that you're not typically, that you wouldn't have seen coming in some instances, right? So it could be very well that for those of you that are single and you needing to kind of open up and put yourself out there and take a risk and do something different. Like I could see that. So that's kind of what's happening. But I'm going to lead with that person being the one that, because this is who's secretly watching you, secretly crushing on you. I'm going to lead with that since that is our actual question. And the reason why all these other energies come out, for those of you that are new, is because some of you ask about who's secretly crushing on you and you don't even go outside. There's no one that knows you to secretly crush on you, right? This is Spirit saying you go outside, right? So just know yourself, know where you fall. And that's why these resonate for a lot of people, because while I'd like to be detailed, you have to be able to pick which energies are you, okay? But yeah, so those of you where we are talking about someone that is secretly admiring you. This person is needing to take a risk. They are aware of that. They've been reflecting. They've been thinking about it. They've been watching you. They've been truly wanting to interact with you, but not knowing how, right? Especially those of you that are single. It's a stranger. They don't know what to do. They've been sneaky like this fox, kind of just watching you, and you're like that bright red, like that bright red where they can see. They've been watching you very mysteriously, very sneaky. And they are deeply scared. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, they're horrified. They're horrified to interact with you because they fear that rejection, because they're not sure, they're trying to feel you out. So that receptive energy is saying that if this is someone, as I develop who it is that you're interested in, make sure that they know that, so that they can be more comfortable, because right now they're perceiving any pursuit of you as them setting themselves up to look crazy. Okay, so let's pull from this other deck. I have my Afro Goddess Oracle as well as Tarot. I want one card from this one to give more color to that. Someone that doesn't like a lot of attention or doesn't attract a lot of attention, like flies beneath the radar, deep, very quiet. Like this is likely someone that so like if we're talking about social media, if this person's watching you on social media, they're not on social media or they're not active. They're probably watching you with that fox energy. They're probably watching you from like a burner page or something like that, and that's where that applies for those of you that have that, right? Otherwise, this is someone that maybe you don't pay much attention to in a day-to-day life. Like you don't really notice them as much because they may be very quiet, or they think that, right? They're perceiving you as not noticing them. Let me get one more. Tell me more about who has a secret crush on my pile. Ones. That's actually the one I want. There's a lot to say. Wow, this person's got a lot that they would like to say, and they either don't know how, or I know what I said, but that one is loud. That's a really loud card. Interesting. Okay. This person has a lot to say, but like you wouldn't realize that because of how they carry themselves, the way they move, because they are. I'm just getting the book just in case I need it, but they. So much hidden. They hide so much stuff. This person is very discreet, okay, in the way that they like to function, just life in general. So that's why this secret crush they have on you is a hard time. Like literally, these types of readings are for this person's personality type, because they are afraid and all of the things. So let's look at it. We've got the bear. Something about being loud and quiet at the same time. So let's see. I did get this card the other day, so I know it's a very strong, powerful energy. This person may be very strong, very powerful, very quiet, right? Let me get the book. Okay. Interestingly enough, it says 15 days, months, and years. But it says it's a beacon of, again, physical and mental power. His watchful gaze is often fueled by passion, but when passion becomes aggression, the bear can become overbearing, like a mother over her cubs. something about rage, anxiety. Don't freak out. I promise. It's not crazy. Tactful. Okay, this is someone just in the Lenormand deck. Traditionally, the bear is someone that is like a high functioning professional, like someone in a leadership role of some nature. So like and we talk about, like, it actually talks about like professional settings, but here it's just talking about physical and mental strength. So someone that's highly intellectual, probably the little social anxiety I can get from that that number 9 card. But it feels like for me that this person is trying to assess the best level of action, the level of energy, like how much is doing too much in interacting with you, how much is not doing enough. They're trying to feel you out. That's what I'm getting from that card, of knowing like they don't want to become overbearing, because I do get this person has a very, very strong interest in you, but they don't want you to know how deep the interest is, right? They do not want you to know, because like they don't want to come across as weird, obsessive, overbearing, right? Like the intensity is there, but they do not want you to know that. But they also are trying to figure out a way to not seem so detached that they come across as uninterested. So they're trying to fill out the energy. They're trying to fill you out and figure out the best approach, the best energy, the best what level of intensity is appropriate for you at this point of you getting this reading. That's where this person that is secretly crushing on you, that's where their headspace is, right? Confusion with the clouds, right? They are watching you for sure, from a distance, up close, in the shadows, right? That sounds so weird when I say it, but they don't want to seem that way, right? They don't want to seem that way. I think it's funny because if I'm not mistaken, the one card that I said was really, really loud was the bear. So it may be blatantly obvious how invested in you this person is. Like it really might be. And I say that because bears can be quiet, but I mean, just look at them. They like just the presence, right? There's an aura, there's a certain energy. You know when a bear is standing in front of you, right? So something about this person, even though it's not quite clear with the connection, like even at this point of the reading, you may not be quite sure who it is. It's still very clear if you pay attention to the details and the signs. With the clouds, there is a lot of confusion on this person's end for sure. They definitely don't know if you're interested in them. So as I develop this, if you decide this is someone you're interested in, kind of maybe open up a little bit so that they know. But the clouds say sometimes no matter how hard you try, you just can't see through the clouded vision. Even if it seems all you do is focus on that very thing, it may still feel like you can't see the sun. And it does talk about confusion and misunderstandings, and then doubts and secrets and sadness and insecurities, okay? And it says, don't panic, just pay attention and focus. The sight of the truth is there. Just be patient and allow the winds of the universe to roll those clouds away. For it is destined that soon the sight of truth will shine brighter than the sun. This person's going to come out. You'll know who this person is. It will be clear. It will be clear. I don't know if that's going to be you warming up to this person so that they can tell and they make their move, or if that's this person warming up to you so you can tell and make your move. It just kind of depends on your personality types. But yeah, I mean, there's confusion, but there is clarity coming. It's all about taking your time, right? Clearing the energy. That's what I was getting at the beginning. Clearing the energy for you guys, but the clarity is coming. The clarity is coming. I don't believe that this is someone that's going to stay in the shadows forever, because this also feels like someone that is ruminating. This is someone that is ruminating. Like their mind's like not even clear. They're thinking of all kinds of scenarios where it could go wrong. They're thinking of all kinds of scenarios, especially those of you with attachments. They're thinking about like what could be going on with you, what could be happening, where it could go, for better, for worse, like the fear of loss, all of the things. It's a ruminating energy, okay? And it's heavy, okay? But also those of you where it's new, it's a crush, pure crush. It's that anxiety. Some of you, it's that social anxiety with a really intelligent person. And also it is just the anxiety in and of itself of feeling intensely for someone that you don't quite know, right? And that fear of coming across as crazy, because that did come through. Like this person fears come across as crazy because they see themselves as a bear. They're like well put together, okay? So let's pull from the tarot. Tell me more about my pile on. Hard to shuffle, okay? All right. tell me more about pile one. Who has a secret crush on my pile one? I'll grab two more in a second, but yeah, I mean, here we are. Look at that. We talked about it. Okay, so this is Temperance. So astrologically speaking, we are talking about Sagittarius energy, a broadened perspective, expansive Jupiter-based energy. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Days and the weeks, timelines are very important because I don't know why I feel the need to mention Thursday. A Thursday is ruled by Jupiter, okay? I don't know why that's relevant, but here we are, okay? And that is the planet that rules the sign of Sagittarius, which is the ninth house of spiritual ascension, of higher education, of travel, of exploring other cultures, right? That's the energy of Sagittarius and Jupiter. Now, Temperance, ironically enough, is an energy of it's a bit of a moderating energy. It is alchemy, it is transforming things, but it is moderating energy. So it could be a moderate approach, a detached approach that you're getting from this person, okay? Because of that fear. Like, this is someone that it's maybe a little confusing with because they're pulled back so much that you don't know what's what, because like, and this is if it's someone you're interested in, if you're engaging them or attempting to, or if you're trying to feel them out, like in social settings where this is a crush, they like you. And like, it's kind of like that back in the day, that weak in the knees feeling, like when you walk into a room and they know you're, or like they know you're gonna be there, they get really anxious because they know they're gonna see you, but like they play it really cool, like a mean poker face. That's the energy with this card, because again, they're trying to fill out the level of intensity. That's the phrase that I keep hearing, the level of intensity that is appropriate for engaging you, because they don't want to come across as like crazy or like a stalker or whatever. Okay, tell me more about my pile one. Tell me about my pile one. Yeah. Okay, so this person's really trying to go for, they're trying to, like, they want to be with you. Okay, this isn't a person that's just like, because I mean the intensity of how they're feeling and like ruminating on it feels like someone that needs to work through the stuff and go for it, at least just for their own peace of mind. Like, even if like you're not interested and they get rejected, or they test the waters and then you clearly make it clear, like, they need to know because they're ruminating, okay? And like, but you have the Six of Wands, so it makes me feel like this is someone that you would be interested in, okay? Makes me feel like would be someone you're interested in. I love how the dress here is kind of in the color pattern of what we're doing. So some of you really, it's real time. That's why I'm fixating on time. Maybe, I don't know. Could be real time, because why is that's really cute, right? If you look closely, and if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see those are the colors that kind of vibe. So for me right now, I'm getting that this person's taking a moderate approach to engaging you because they feel like that's the most successful outcome, okay? And that's their approach to everything. Like, they've kind of pulled back and they're trying to approach you in a way they would the areas of their life they're comfortable in and successful. So I feel like maybe professionally, academically, this person's done well. And like, that's the strategy, that's the approach, the moderating approach, right? The restraint, the, not doing anything in excess, right? So that they can, be successful in, I guess, dating you. Okay, especially where we're talking about a crush energy where it's brand new. Like, they feel like that approach is the best approach to, being successful in at least getting your number where it's that new, okay? So tell me more about my pile one. All right. Yeah, exactly. So Three of Pentacles, I mentioned their approach to what they're comfortable in. So the Three of Pentacles is building, right? It's a very practical approach. It's step for step. It's everything has its place, every piece has its appropriate slot. Like, it's collaboration, right? Not even in a social setting, but like truly in a professional, possibly academic setting. And it was 22 minutes 22 seconds of recording when I said that, so could very much be so. But like, this person may utilize their network, their connections, like their, I say social circle, but like mutual friends, right? Like people that may not be friends with you or them really, but people that each other, like to kind of get inside the tea on you, or this could be how you know this person in a very collaborative setting. With the bear and the Three of Pentacles, could be work, could be professional organizations, could be academic or training, all of those things. So yeah, I mean, it talks about that energy I was saying, where this person has a plan, a strategy of how to engage you and be successful the way they would like their career. I think that's interesting that a card representing work came out right when I said that. So let's take the bottom, God of Cups. So this person, and it doesn't have to be gender specific, this is all about how people present, right? This would be someone more masculine in expression, but gentle. Okay, like this is a God of Cups. Like something about the energy, something about the presence is very active, very strong, very powerful, but also very nurturing, possibly kind and giving. Now, or emotional, or because this person is deeply emotional, a lot of emotions. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts. A deep thinker could be that energy, right? A masculine that is a deep thinker, possibly quiet, not very expressive, not in a stoic way. Even I get that with the bear, but possibly like I don't know how to describe the energy. Like this is someone that may be like quite strong and quiet, right? But like they don't look like aggressive or like, I was gonna say confrontational. They don't look standoffish. That's the phrase. They're not really standoffish. They're just quiet. Okay, that's the energy I'm trying to describe. All right, so let's hop into this Heavenly Bodies Oracle deck. Tell me more about my pile one. Who is secretly watching and has a secret crush on my pile one? I will say that this is someone that does take you seriously, someone that can see themselves building with you with that Three of Pentacles. They feel like they really could like it would work really well with the Three of Pentacles. Like they just something about you, whatever it is about you and your interactions with this person, they feel like you're very compatible. Okay? And then others of this person actually, if they have not already, would like to collaborate with you or work with you on something beyond just romance. Okay? Exactly. Look at that. I was gonna say some of you, and it came out, some of you, this person may be watching you, secretly admiring you, not even from a, like some of you, like if another energy is coming through, because it could be more than one person, at least three with the pentacles, right? Three people. Some, I'm going to say some because I'm not going to put a number on it. Some are watching you with the intent of romance. Some are watching you from a professional perspective, like wanting to work with you, hoping to work with you, and wondering if you would accept an offer, wondering if you would accept like a job, a project, or whatever. Okay? That's part of, you're getting that. I love that for you, Power One. I love that you've got like boss energy coming through with that bear. Like, you know, this could be like a boss in some instances, or this could be someone looking to be a boss or looking to make you one. Look at that. I love that energy for you, Power One. But house 10, because structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So not to derail the meeting, but I love to share tea on your personal life when I get it, because that's important. Okay, like these are cute, these are fun, but this is important. That said, this person that is secretly watching you, if we are talking about romance specifically like we intended, that's why they came out as the bear. Okay, I'm gonna move. Sorry, I have the box from one of the decks absolutely in the way that it has to move. But the house 10, it is Capricorn energy, so that could be placements. Also, because it's Saturn. Saturn rules karma. So those of you with attachments, that's the attachment. There's attachments here. There's work here. Growth. Those of you where it's new, career, social status, energy, right? Okay, that's the house that rules those things. It's public energy. And this is the area of life where you're likely to know this person. Now, just to say it again, those of you where I talked about possible like offers coming in for collaborations with your business and job, like that's coming in as well. And if you're not looking for a job, or if you're not looking for collaborations, make it clear, like, be open to that. Make it clear that you are open to jobs and collaborations, just because that could be beneficial to you, and you're not coming across as someone that is very clearly interested in those. Okay. You know, it's fine if you like your job or whatever, but there's always opportunity for more. Some of you, this could be a really good opportunity with that Six of Wands, because that is public recognition and praise. Okay, so that could be coming in for you, and you may not be seeing it, right? With the clouds, it may not be clear because you don't come across as someone that's interested in those types of opportunities, or you may not realize that opportunities are around you, or you may not realize that the opportunities you've been investing your time and energy in are actually coming to fruition. All right, so back to the topic we have. This is a person that may have some recognition, right? I don't mean necessarily like public figures. It could be for some of you, but this is someone that has done well for themselves in terms of their career. They may be successful in their social group, in their community, in their place of employment. This is someone that is doing very well, that has been praised successfully, at least at the point in which you're getting this reading. So I'm going to take the bottom. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Yeah, very mercurial energy, in a traditional sense as well as astrological. Okay, I mentioned the high intellect and knowing how to move in certain settings, possibly professional, yeah, and academic, but not really knowing how to engage on like a romantic, right, relationship, personal level. That's what I'm getting. So this person could have Gemini placements. They also could have water placements, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, as well as Capricorn. Doesn't have to be any of those signs. Could just be a heavy energy, right? Because again, when you have this Capricorn energy, Gemini energy, that is very much so someone that would be like that bear, regardless of their actual placements, okay? But curiosity, intuition, networking, that's 100% someone that watches you. Okay, 100% someone that watches you, because it's attention to detail, it's ruled by Mercury, it's communication, it's studying, it's all of those things. Networking implies asking about you, okay, in some senses, okay? So let me pull from this Melanin Pop deck. Tell me more about who is watching my pile one. And after that, we'll hop into those love-based decks, and I do have, we'll take that. I have my New Orleans Oracle deck that I want to pull just some energy to close it out. I think I want like 3 or 4 from this deck, because it has a lot of messages that could just be clarity, okay? We do have teacher. It says education, knowledge, competence, care, and professor. Again, I mentioned, and it's falling right under that bear, which I mentioned is like an energy of a leader. So you could be a teacher. This person could be a teacher. You could be a professional in a leadership role. This person could be a professional in a leadership role. But again, success, recognition in terms of academics as well as professional settings. That's what I'm getting for the person that is secretly watching you, secretly crushing on you, Power. Okay? This could be someone that just does this in general, or someone that is doing that in proximity to you. But they are studying you with this teacher. They're learning either from you, teaching to you, or just studying who you are in general with that Gemini energy coming through. Tell me more about my pile 1. Who is crushing on my pile 1? Powerful woman, strength, achievements, success, leadership. This could be you or them, but this, again, this is not gender specific, but the person watching you, regardless of what your energy is, regardless, I feel like you've got a lot coming in. Right? I feel like you've got a lot coming in. You, regardless of your gender, you have offers coming in financially, professionally, in terms of your business. Know that, Power 1. Regardless, this person that is secretly admiring you, whether they are looking to help you become more of this energy, or if they are simply in that energy of themselves, this person has a very strong, powerful, successful energy. And maybe that's why I'm getting all of this energy, these opportunities. So, like I said, some of you, there are people watching you professionally, platonically, that want to make you offers. Others of you, you have a person watching you that could put you in a position to get opportunities and offers. Because this is, I'm not gonna lie, it's very successful energy. With the Six of Wands, again, someone that is praised, public recognition. 3 of Pentacles is a team or a company. Could be like people that work for you in the sense. And then the bear is also leadership. House 10, that owl with wisdom. You've got teacher, powerful woman. If that word is throwing you off, it could be person. Honestly, even if you associate this energy with a powerful man as someone that's watching you, will lead to you becoming a powerful woman, regardless of gender, right? Teacher. Some of you, this flow is teaching you to be a powerful person, right? That's the energy that I'm getting. Okay, coming through for the person that's secretly watching. So some of you, where it's already an attachment, or even if it's someone you engage with on a non-romantical level, you may have a relationship with this person where you interact and share knowledge. And that's the confusion. Tell me more. I'm not going to take this stack because it's like 3. But we do have create with me. Yeah, someone that wants to work with you professionally. Okay. Some of you, I just got that, and I don't know who it's for, but some of you in this energy that I got, some of you will get the confirmation on whether or not, for better or for worse, someone in this setting actually is interested in you on a romantic level. Because some of you, that's probably why I got some of that platonic energy. Some of you, this person just wants to like be co-workers, professional, collaborative energy. That could be the case for some of you. Like I said, it's not the dominant energy, but it just slipped in. But creation, conception, teamwork, new beginnings, right? Teams. So a heavy, heavy emphasis on that energy, right? A heavy, heavy emphasis on that energy. Like wanting to create, like I said, you got offers, you got professional stuff coming in, heavy, heavy, heavy power one, like heavy, regardless of if it's associated with this person or not. Now, more energy to show you who this is. You got teacher, powerful woman, create with me. This may be someone that really admires your creations. That's why it's coming through that you have people watching you professionally. Like this person may deeply admire, if you're a teacher, the knowledge you share, the way that you express, the way you communicate with Gemini energy, like the way you communicate, like the sound of your voice. This person really likes how strong you are in your energy, how you lead, how you create, right? If you create, whatever it is you build, whatever it is you create, whatever it is you share, they love that, deeply admire that, and they actually want you to create with them. They want to spend time with you, okay? This is someone that actively wants to spend time with you. Okay, at the point of you getting this reading, you'll know who's secretly admiring you, because while they are doing the weird energy, I say doing the weird energy, they are not doing weird. They have weird energy. They have a lot of fears. Okay, but this is someone that will, in a moderate way, interact with you on a level to try to like have your attention with create with me. Okay, I want one more. Twin flame. Intensity, healing, contracts, and mirroring. So this is someone that may be mirroring you. So here's the amazing thing that I like about this pile, because I do feel like while there's some stuff, I like this pile for you, pile one, and I do feel like I said, this is my energetic read of it. This is someone you would be interested in. There's a lot to gain, not just like materially and stuff. This is someone that is actually interested in you, invested in you as a person, not just physical attraction. Like this is a person that likes you as a person, that wants to work with you, build with you, be close with you. Okay, so it feels healthy. All right, now I know this card is so toxic sometimes when it comes out, but it implies a mirroring energy. With it coming out with create with me, it does not scare me because it feels like while this person has all of these intense thoughts and feelings, it's possibly reciprocated at this point, or will be at some point. And it lets me know that your counterparts, doesn't have to be actual twin flames, doesn't have to be a divine counterpart, divine masculine, divine feminine, right? Powerful people, powerful person. It just feels like there's something that you two could at least create together that will work out really well long-term for the both of you, even if you're not meant to be together forever. There's a lot to gain from this connection for the both of you. But that's also this person's intense feelings and intense confusion, and it could be on both sides. But this feels like a union. This does feel like a divine union for some of you, but it also talks about being with someone that is your equal. Like I would be I wouldn't have been surprised if the powerful man would have come out too. Okay, like this is someone that sees you as their equal, as their counterpart, as someone that again they can build, grow with, right? Someone they can learn from as well as teach. and it be like reciprocated, right? With teamwork and the mirroring energy, it feels like both teachers. So two of you may be teachers, right? But it feels like this person that's what they deeply admire about you, is that it is the same with this dual energy here. As oh yeah, Gemini. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. It's off to like, it's way over here somewhere. Gemini energy is twin energy, could technically be twin flame energy, but that's really what we're getting is a divine counterpart energy coming through here from my power ones. And I love that for you. So let's see what's at the bottom. We've got voodoo, magic, practice, power, spell work, beliefs, and rituals. So this person, I'm not gonna lie, the confusion with this person, something about you may be very difficult to read, very mysterious, very under the radar, especially those of you that don't go out as much. Like the setting, that's why it's this energy, the collaboration and the environment that you're seeing this person, because some of you may not like go outside. Please go outside. Like I encourage that, I do. But it just feels like that's how they know you, because kind of the only way to catch you, right? But with magic, practice, power, spell work, and spiritual beliefs, it talks about rituals, it talks about routines, it talks about structure. You have that here. Discipline. You're very disciplined, you're very structured, you're very organized, you're very driven, all of those things. And it's this person too. It is a mirroring, because with that twin flame card coming out, shows that these are qualities that this person has, and what they deeply admire about you is that they see that reflected back at them. Okay, they see that reflected. Okay, and for this person, it feels like a very powerful pull to you, almost like magic, because of how intense it is. Now obviously with the clouds and that angel and temperance, it's kind of it seems like a connection that was kind of destined to be not necessarily long term, not necessarily like your life partner. It's going to be different for all of you, right? These are general messages, but this is a person that you are supposed to be with at some point, or you were meant to meet and engage, to connect with, to build and create something. Okay, there's something to be created, whether it is internal or external. I get a lot of external building though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, definitely a case. Like this is someone, let me see, but they see you as very powerful. And if this person has the self-confidence to see themselves as powerful, they see it reflected back at them. Okay, I got that. Okay, some of you, depending on where you fall, sorry, I'm gonna move this out of my way. I'm trying to like make more space. I'm thinking about where I'm gonna put these love cards. Some of you, this person is, you may have a unique, the clouds and the confusion, maybe you are very different. I think I mentioned that earlier. Like, yeah, we do. We've got Sagittarius here. Very different, possibly belief systems with the voodoo. Because a lot of you here on the tarot reading side, like you like the spirituality. You have what people would consider to be unconventional religions and all of the things. Like all of you here, some of you, I've been channeling your energy. I love that you're all here. Like I've got my witches coming through. I do have my spiritual practitioners. You know, like I have my priestesses. I have all of the people coming through, and like this person is intimidated by that in some instances, especially if you are like this energy and they're that bear. It's very different. Okay, interesting. All right, let me I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put these cards. Don't mind me. I'm just like, and I feel like I'm just like this person ruminating on what I'm going to do. I think I need to slide this over. Virgin did want to come out. Purity, innocence, angelic, bright, abstinence, and celibacy. We do have the temperance. There's some of you, if you, this is someone that is someone that is to themselves. Hence why I got that inside energy. They're not really like outside socializing, dating, or any of those things at the point of you getting the reading. So let me see. Tell me more about my pile one. All right. Who has a crush? Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So listen, I did mention that it is going to happen. It's going to take some ruminating. It's going to take you kind of showing some signs that you're interested. It's going to take this person. I don't know why I'm pushing this out of frame. Don't mind me. Maybe something's like, I don't know, like I don't know what's going on. Something about pushing things out of frame. But anyway, Bear with me, bear with me. I'm trying to like straighten this up. Something about your pile. Sometimes I just let it roll and let things be like messy, and it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't feel like you're taking that from me. I feel like I need to like, let me get this right for pile one. But yeah, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Like straight and narrow, like it's a no nonsense. This person sees you as like someone that's not gonna play games. That's a no nonsense. Like I'm like, let me clean up the table for pile one. I can't just leave it any kind of way. That's, this person's like, they know they can't approach you any kind of way. Like it just, they can tell. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one more love card. Oh, well, I'll take the bottom first. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Exactly. So that's the energy coming through for this person. So they're wanting to express, they're wanting to make the effort. They will muster up the energy. Like I said, it depends on this person's personality. Some of you'll have to give some signs, some hints, right? Make it clear, because that voodoo is the practice, right? Energy of like, not necessarily from a spiritual sense, but voodoo is active energy. It's you you engage, right? You can engage. You don't have to like loud, all of you moderation, right? Sorry, but you do have to engage on some level, right? Don't be completely detached if this is someone you're interested in. All right, like give them when they like match the effort, right? We have a mirroring energy. Spirit wants you to match the effort. Like what they give, you give, and back and back. Like but you both have to kind of do the thing. That's what I'm getting for this pile. All right, but I do want to pull one more love deck, and then I want to close it out with that New Orleans Oracle, because these are long, but y'all have not been complaining, so we're good. We're good. Let's see. Tell me more about my pile one. Who has a crush on my pile one? Disharmony. Some of you, this could be someone you have disharmony with, obviously, especially even if it's new. It's like the confusion alone is disharmony. But those of you with attachments, there could be or have been historically some level of a disharmony in a connection. Yeah, I mean, like you maybe want to smack this person. I don't know. Like I don't know why I'm like all of a sudden knocking the camera. That's funny. All right, tell me a last message from this deck, please. Secret crush on pile one. Tell me about the person that has a secret crush on my pile one, please. Okay, all right. You're not having it. All right. Fine, we'll take them, because it honestly may take longer just to reshuffle with the way these cards took long. It's like someone's gonna take a long time, or has taken a long time, which makes sense with this energy if this is the person that has a crush on you. But when they come in, it's gonna be like a lot of communication, a lot of messages, because I think I dropped some other cards like that, right? And it's like, to make sure I took more cards, because this is 4, right? Yeah, 4, and it's gonna line right here, whatever this message is. It's gonna line with this message, this powerful mirroring twin flame message. Spirit wanted to make sure I didn't put those cards back, because it took so long that I'm just trying to close it out at this point. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. But I like that from this deck, I was able to get my one, but the 2 cards were basically the same card of express your love and making effort. So that is confirmation for who this person is. So let's see. Building a future. I mentioned that. Love that it's going to fall right next to the house 10. It says this one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. So person's a bit slow moving, but they're stable. That's why, like, you can't be, like, for the most part, you can't be fast paced and stable, right? You can't move quick and be stable. Things that are worth having long term are often, they take time to build, right? That's why you have that moderating energy of the temperance on the table. But building a future with teacher, learning, growing together. This person sees you as someone they could do that with, especially with the house 10 date. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is someone you end up with, regardless, this connection is gonna change like your finances. I don't know why that's relevant, but this connection is gonna change your finances. Now, some of you, this is and when I say finances, I mean yours and theirs together collectively. Like, it's an equal give and take. I felt like I needed to clarify that, but building a future together, and it feels like if this is a long-term connection, you two will be one of those well-off couples, okay? Like a power couple with twin flame and create with me, for sure. I love this energy for you, Pile One. Look at you. Reconciliation. Well, be open to someone returning and wanting to work things out. So that's for those of you with attachments. If you do not, here's the thing I love for those of you that are single. And then I'm not like brushing off the couplings. It's just that I have gotten specific requests to focus on the singles. And those of you in, I feel like it's easier to find yourself when there is an attachment, which is why I try to focus on the single. And I'm not favoring anyone, but like those of you in connections, when I tell your story, you're like, yep, that happened. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. Probably reconciliation, you know. So if I want to help the singles find, like if they have somebody around that they kind of know, not sure, haven't really talked to, I want to make it clear to them. So reconciliation from those of you that are single, this is a clarification that this is someone that may have gotten a little warm, right? Like you felt like maybe, and then maybe they slightly pulled back short term, not like a year or anything, months, or but like maybe 1 to 3 months, like pull back, right? Reconciliation. Now, if this is brand new crush, not interacting, this is like a reconciliation. I feel like some of you with the crush energy may be meeting a very powerful soulmate, a very powerful karmic connection, or you may truly be, if you identify with the labels, even if you don't like the labels, the energy itself, divine counterpart, right? It feels like twin flame. You're going to encounter your twin flame soon. And I say that because this energy did come through heavy, and it does feel like a fresh slate, fresh start. So if you have been in a fresh start, or if you're starting a fresh start, and especially if you're on that single side and you're going somewhere new, doing something new job, money, all of the things, you're stepping into that energy of like your divine counterpart or a soulmate that may prepare you for that, only because twin flame came out heavy, right? But I'm looking at, right, because it's next to it, right? Reconciliation. Some of you, is even if it's attachment, it's like the reconciliation will be maybe some success on maybe the divine feminine side, but reconciliation, and look at the whole, it's kind of the same like a mirroring of that image if you look at it, right? So it feels like a bit of a union, a reconnecting. If it's not a reconnecting with those attachments, if we talk about a new person coming in that with a very strong pull, right? And that's why in the early stages, right, this person's watching you and they don't know how to take the energy because it's confusing, it's very intense, and they're trying to moderate it because that's their nature. Okay. Safe place. There's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you are protected by your partner's love and to create with you. There's a lot of clingy, intimate energy here, okay? Like physically intimate energy. I'm not going to develop on the extremer sense, but this is someone that will be very nurturing and giving. God of Cups. If those of you with attachments, building a future, seeing that long term with the reconciliation, I do see it being a healthier space, okay? Being able to let your guard down and being protected and safe, okay? Those of you where it's brand new, you may not be used to that. Even if you are, love that for you. This person's going to be very comfortable, very stable, okay? And then we have this harmony card. It says there seems to be some disconnect. Use this time to address any issues to restore harmony in the relationship. So I'm going to be honest with you. Those of you where it's brand new, right? It feels like a connection that is deeply spiritually meant to push you for growth, push this person for growth. So that's kind of some of this early conflict of you not knowing how they feel, they not knowing how you feel as you're trying to get to the point of getting to know each other. That is part of the journey, that disharmony, okay? And also, I'm seeing those of you with attachments, because if this is an attachment, I say attachments because I say current connection, but it could be any connection, right? Attachment could be your ex, it could be your current partner, it could be like varying types of relationships. It could be a friend, it could be like it could be any type of connection. So those attachments, I see it stabilizing, right? Because with this harmony landing on twin flame, it feels like a mutual energy. You have temperance, like it doesn't feel like this is closing the energy, especially since what is at the bottom. Yeah, see, I told you, life partner. This person is someone that you can enjoy life with wholeheartedly. You two can get through anything together. Exactly. That's the energy coming through for those of you with attachments. Like any disharmony historically is clearing, will clear. Those of you where it's brand new, It still could be clearing. It may take a little more time with it being brand new, only because this is the connection that is meant to trigger you and this person for growth, for evolution. That's why I'm seeing all of this success, right? Like this connection is meant to challenge you for success, for you, for this person, okay? So those of you where it is pure crush energy, I do see this person engaging with you more. I don't know how long it's going to take. I did mention earlier, I think, some timelines. I'm going to close it out with a message because it is so long and I have 3 other piles. I will say me hitting this means that it's very, very clear, very, very obvious. You kind of have an idea of, one, who this is, and also the energy that is the timeline. I do have the number 8 here. That is a confirmation. Some of you may be watching this in real time asking, you have 8 because it is the 8th month of August, or we could be talking about 8 weeks, months, whatever. But you do have share your gifts. And I'm talking about all of this creative energy, all of this heavily creative energy for you, Pile 1, and all the things that people are watching you and want to collaborate with you and doing. There's so much more you could be doing, right? I do see this connection clearing up for those of you with attachments. I do see this connection clearing up, even if it's like a new and you're trying to figure out, and like you're like, oh, I do know who that is, and I wonder if they're going to talk to me soon. They'll work it out in their head and talk to you, but like you should be, all of this good stuff that's coming in, this person will help, but like share your gifts. So let's open the book and I'll close it out. Jackson Square. All right, this is the New Orleans Oracle deck, just so that you're clear on what I'm doing. Why can't I see? It might be too much light coming in. All right, I'll just read it from back here since you can't. Well, what if I can? There it is. It says, show the world what you're working with. Although Jackson Square is a historic landmark, today it is also New Orleans' foremost showcase for people looking to share their creative gifts and natural talents. Whether their specialty is fancy food, artistic masterpieces, or intuitive readings, everyone wants to see and be seen in Jackson Square. You've pulled this card because your creative side is calling for more freedom to be shown out in the world. Creativity does not have to be limited to activities like painting or singing. You can write, make jewelry, or create anything that you feel moved to create. There is no need for a ready-made place to share your gifts. The more that you choose to do, the more space the universe will make for you to share. So I love this energy. Whatever it is that brings you joy, whatever hobbies, whatever things you're building, businesses, all of the stuff, Pile 1, share it. Do it. If you don't know what you're doing, ask for guidance, right? The voodoo card, if you're deeply spiritual, could be a reference to prayer. It could be a reference to manifestation. It could be a reference to any type of meditation, right? Ancestral calling. Whatever it is you do to pray and center yourself, messages will come to you on how to proceed with the things that you need to be building. You will know. It will be very, very clear, okay? But for now, just create your stuff, right? You're actually one of the ironic things is the person that is secretly watching you, whether it's someone you're attached to or someone that is watching you that you're not clear on yet, they admire your talents, whatever it is, whether we're talking about professional, whether we're talking about like recreational, whatever it is you do, you create. I love the yellow right here because we do have powerful women and share gifts. So you may be, especially if we are talking about a twin flame, divine counterpart connection, whatever your label could be the divine feminine, okay? Even if not, very powerful divine feminine, very powerful divine masculine, has to be. That's the mirror, okay? So wherever you fall, whatever you do, share your gifts, share your talents, do your stuff. You're being called to it, and a lot of you're being pulled to it, especially with the voodoo card. It doesn't have to be spiritual in nature at all. It's some of you, it's just stuff that you are good at, that other people are not good at, that come naturally to you, that could literally be a second income in some instances. So just roll with it, okay? So that is all I have for you today, Pile 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know for the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, Pile 2, my bright red orange poppy. I'm excited for this pile because I feel like these messages, whatever is going to come through, it's going to be very beneficial to you. For whatever reason, I am the reader that Spirit is calling you to, because the energy is so prominent. And I don't understand why that specifically, because I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't even doing this reading today. But I was like, let me just do a reading and let me do one that I know is familiar, that's not going to be hard to make a thumbnail for. And like I said in the intro, if you skip the intro, I feel like some of you skip the intros, you needed the intro. So maybe go back so you can hear the whole story of what happened. But I picked pile 1. I found that flower first because I wanted to do flowers again. And then when I saw yours, I was like, ooh, that's pretty. Don't know flowers when I see them at all. I'm not, like, I know roses and I know some other stuff, okay? But I was like, oh, that's pretty. What is that? Let me add it. And then I'm going to do everything around those color schemes, like that color scheme. And when I hovered over the name, I said, Poppy, what is that following me for? Like, why, who is that? So if you feel comfortable, share in the comments below the symbolism of that for you and why you chose that flower, or what that energy is that is following you in the readings. Because if you're picking piles accurately, and I can't tell you which ones, because I do a lot of readings and I do not remember what I say. I do not. I just remember energies, and I remember like seeing certain cards, and I remember like certain pieces of this. I don't remember that. So you'll have to find those old readings. And I say old, but like over the last, when did I get this Magical Botanical Oracle deck? Whenever I got that deck, I felt like the energy began to shift, or energy began to reveal itself. So yeah, for you picking this pile, definitely if you're new, go back. Like, go pick other piles for other readings. I'm not saying that for views. I am not. Doesn't hurt me either way. But definitely don't book a personal reading, because I'm not doing it, because I don't have time nowadays to really do it like that, and I don't feel like tapping into that heavy energy. So not saying this energy is going to be heavy, but I just wanted you to know there is a back energy to you, because for me to accidentally just be like, oh, that's a cute flower, let me put it on the pile, when that card has been coming up. Because the reason we have the Magical Botanical for today's reading, because I wasn't going to use this deck, was when I realized that, oh crap, that card that keeps following us in this reading, in this deck, is that flower. So here we are. Let's see if your card comes out. I'm cutting off the reading. I'm not even I promise I'm not even kidding. But let me see. And I'm not like trying to drag past energy into this reading, but I feel like I do have a bit of an audience now. Some of you follow. If you are not familiar with the channel, like I said, if you feel called to other readings, go. But I don't say dynamic, but I am a reader with a certain level of detail, which some people like, some people don't. You will still find yourself in here if you don't feel called to other readings, right? You will be in this pile, all right? Unless you just didn't pick the right pile, then that's something else. So give me my overview message. I'm not taking the bottom. I set it in pile 1. You probably will be the pile that breaks this deck, but I told pile 1, I'm gonna pull 1 card from this deck for each pile. So let me see if the poppies will allow that energy to be what it is. There we are. All right. Whew, all right. I didn't want it to be heavy. You have Dandelion, which is number 7. All right, let me pull. I'm a little bit familiar with the deck now, so kind of know a little. I don't know. Let me see what's going on here. All right, so the Dandelion is ruled by Jupiter as well as the Sun, and it is ruled by fire and earth. So it says, I am both joyful and strong. So this could be a message that you need right now. Pile 2, all right? But it says, oh, I hate it when it splits the book like that. But it says, Dandelion indicates a time and place for you to shine and play. And while doing so, be successful at what is at hand. Oh goodness, you may be struggling with that, with shine, play, and being successful right now, just because I'm like struggling with the book. And why is it like, I hate it when the book does that. But it says this plant spirit can indicate success and good fortune in business and goals coming to fruition, all with a lighthearted, fun attitude for you. Yeah, you're struggling with that because I can't even read it. It says, enjoy your success and keep it going. Where's your eye drawn? Root, leaf, flower, or seed. Now, I think the last time I saw this card, I did not, and I recognize that. So Spirit already told me when this card came out that those descriptions I have to read for this pile, especially since I'm not taking another card, so that you can find yourself. So, because here's what happens. So stare at the card and you tell me, well, you don't have to tell me in the comments, but tell yourself where your eye is drawn on this picture. I'll give you a second. Because I remember last time this came out, I did not want to do that. All right, and it says, it says, enjoy your success and keep it going. Where is your eye drawn? Root, leaf, flower, or seed. Each can deepen the meaning of this divination. Now, the solar attributes are the most flower-like. Okay, it says the root helps you get to the root of the matter and shows you that you need grounding and purification. The leaf is cleansing and nutritional. I don't know why I don't like that word, but it indicates support. And I'm losing my voice a little bit, so some of you might have some throat issues because I did let out a cough before I started your reading. And it says the flying seeds are of dreams and travel. And it says each deepens the basic meaning of the dandelion card. And again, your affirmation is I am both joyful and strong. So someone here needs to establish some energy of feeling good, like just feeling good on your own, right? And I don't mean like in terms of relationships. I mean like within yourself, right? It's not saying secret crush, you're going to see who that is. But it's saying like the energy I'm getting is a bit of a struggle with that, right? Struggling with getting your life together a little bit. And maybe not. But yeah, that's what came through. And in the area in which you're either doing good or struggling a little bit is based on whatever you picked on that picture. So let me move from this deck. I'm gonna pull from this Afro Goddess Oracle, which is basically a Lenormand deck, honestly. But we'll get a card from here, and then I'll pull from the tarot. Now I've got a bunch of decks that we'll get some clarity on. So tell me about my pile to copy. What? I was about to say what y'all need to know. That's not gonna be this reading. I'm gonna give y'all some advice, but I'm not gonna. Let me see. Who has a secret crush on you? I heard blowing in the wind. All right. Something's blowing in the wind. Okay. Could be you. Could be this person. I don't know. Let's see. Tell me who has a secret crush on my pile 2. Ooh. Some of you, it may... Oh, yeah. You're going to have to make some adjustments. Pile 2. Give me, like, I got my hand all in the way. Oh, yeah. I don't know that I've ever messed it up this bad. Oh, my gosh. What did you do? What are you doing? What did this person do? What's happening? All right. I've not met, like, I knock the camera a lot, y'all. I do. I do, but I've not knocked it like that. And I'm not editing. I don't have time for all of this editing. So we roll with it. And honestly, half of the weird stuff that happens, yeah, it's still crooked. Some of the weird stuff that happens here, it is relevant to your messages, right? We don't hide. We don't try to act too perfect over here. We just, you got mice at the bottom. See, maybe I was supposed to put that down. Mice. Yeah. And mice are like pests in this deck, like 100%. It's gossip, it is negative things, it's things that were at you. Like, I know that I'm not going to pull the book because it's not your true card, but you needed to see this mice card. Maybe Google what mice represent in Lenormand decks, and that'll be another message for you. But it's not feeling, honestly, some of you, people having a secret crush on you may act like the person. Ooh, I said people. I think I saw those attributes, and then I saw, the mice. The mice and attributes, like different pieces, maybe more than one person, but it's draining, okay? It is draining, okay? And it's always a polarity, so it could be that you, that the person that has a secret crush on you may actually, maybe flying, like floating in a way. I don't know, like whatever I said with because look at this picture, right? Like blowing in the wind. That's what I said, because of how draining it could be. All right, let me not dwell in that. But I did get the bouquet of flowers and offers, okay? And that could be a symbol for you, pile 2, that you may have more than one pile. Okay, I don't know because I'm still on number 2, so we'll get there. I'm hoping that these don't get too out of control because I don't know what I'm going to do if I have to upload a 4-hour video. I don't know what I'm going to do. So give me one more, give me a card. Okay, 2 cards. I feel like this may have happened last time I saw your card. Is I want 1 and you got 2. So I don't know what that's all about, but you've got the Goddess. All right, which is this is the Afro Goddess, hence why it's called the Goddess. This represents the woman, whereas the God represents the man in this deck, but could be a feminine energy. Could be you, could be a person. And you've got the Crossroads, which is number 22. All right. I think I mentioned confusion. Do I want the bottom? I'm like, do I want the bottom? I'm so scared to take the bottom because I don't want this to be long. So you got the mice, you got the birds. Birds also talk about messages and conversations and possibly gossip as well. So there's a lot of talks. It's a loud pile. I'm not going to take it for real because I'm not even... Just know there's a lot of conversations happening about this person that has a secret crush on you, about you, or about the both of you, okay? Now, this number 29, okay? Yeah, it just talks about the feminine energy here. And then the number 22. You'll be taking a trip, either literally or figuratively, as it's time to make a decision. It says the Goddess of the Crossroads has many opportunities or options to choose from with little guidance to do it. Being the card of free will, I did mention flying by the wind. It says this card represents making a choice, but also having feelings of doubt, worry, hesitation, and fears of worry, doubt, and hesitation arise about doing it. But you can't stay here. You have to choose. And even though it is beyond that choice that gives you a sense of nervousness, know that it will also, it is also, I don't even know how I can't even get the words out. What is beyond that choice that will take you to your next destination. I can't even read the book with you right now, Pao Tu. What is happening? Why is your energy all like that? Okay, what is this? Okay, it says, if it's love, someone within the union has multiple partners and is not committed to one partner. This card can also arise when there are general doubts and thoughts about leaving a relationship. Make a decision that you feel is best for you and trust that your future is bright. Got it. Okay, so my poppy, Lord have mercy. All right, let me just put this over here. Person that has a secret crush on you may not be secret, but it could be. I feel like this is either someone, okay, either you have options, they have options, or both. And this is the point where one, both, whoever's figuring it out. Okay, so whoever but I'll leave with the person that has a secret crush on you being that energy, because that's the question. Who has a secret crush on you? A person that possibly has options, someone that has a decision to make, someone that may not know if they want to be in a connection, someone that may be trying to fill out whether or not they're interested in you in that way. I'm an honest reader, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, doesn't mean that they do still have a secret crush on you. They do still like you, but they're deciding if it's worth it. Okay, like if it's worth it, if it's something to do, if it's even a thing, right? So let me pull from this. I don't know. Maybe it's got to do with like gossip and like pests, or maybe they see you as that energy, or maybe this person's dating around and like all of the people that they've allowed in their energy is just beginning to be draining, and they're just trying to figure things out, like what they're going to do in general because of all the people that they're dealing with. Because some of you, that's the energy. Could be you with all of this energy, but and if it's you, then you'll align with this energy that I'm reading. Like I said, I don't want to make it confusing by talking about all the scenarios. If this is you with all of the stuff and all of the options and all of the things, know that I'm going to be reading it as though it's you, and know that the person that has a secret crush on you, that would be a dominant energy, I guess, maybe here, possibly a feminine, or someone that is receptive in nature, right, is deciding if they're really trying to deal with all of that. Okay, so that's where you are with the secret crush. So This may be someone that is not dealing with you or not interacting with you, not engaging with you on a level. And it is because they have that perception of you. If you know that you have a reputation with the mice and birds, or if you know that you are actively dating around and doing things, the one that has the hidden energy is the one that is like, I don't know. Okay, now back to the dominant energy of me leading with your crush. Your crush is like trying to figure out what they're going to do because they have so many options to choose from. And some of you, this person knows that that is how people perceive them, and it gives them anxiety about dealing with you because they're worried that you may not choose to go down that path with them because of with the mice and the birds. Okay, tell me about my pile 2. Who has a secret crush on my pile 2? All right. Daughter of Swords, messages, communication, lots of conversations, lots of talking. This is someone that you may be actively talking to or messaging on some level, or they have a deep desire to do so, right? Especially if it's a crush, this is someone that wants to have conversations with you, that wants to talk to you, that wants to deal with you, possibly clarify all of the stuff, the baggage that is here, right? Especially if it's like a crush. Like, it's like, that's a lot of baggage. That's a lot of stuff to deal with for someone like that you don't even talk to yet, okay? So yeah, for sure. So give me, I want 2 more and I'll take the bottom. Tell me more about my pile 2. Who has a secret crush on my pile 2? I will say Daughter of Swords feels like someone you've spoken to on some level. So even if this is a crush, this is a crush you've had conversations with, whether like on your phone, in person, you've had conversations with this person before. They may just not have expressed their feelings or whatever because they're worried about how you perceive them for whatever people say or whatever things are, if it's true or not true, whatever. Okay, let me see. Yeah, Emperor. Okay, number 4, this is Aries energy. Now Aries energy is first house energy of self and identity. So this person's that's secretly watching you. There's something about what people are saying about their self, how they present themselves, how they come across to people. Okay, something about this person's identity and who they are is very key to everything. Okay, whether we're talking about a future connection with you, whether we're talking about attachments that already exist for some of you in this pile, who they are is directly attached to them secretly admiring you. And I don't even know completely what that means and understand. Okay, now Aries also ruled by the god of war. It's Mars. It's Martian energy. Very, very active, possibly combative. It could be someone all over the place with multiple options, right? Because it's very active energy. Now it is also again conflict, right? Rules conflict. The Emperor conquers, right? This could be someone with a conquering energy as it relates to romance and intimacy. All right. Yeah, definitely getting that. All right. Well, some of you already, I'm getting someone that had a conquering energy towards you that may have already like crossed the threshold. All right. What did I say earlier? Floating in, I don't know. Now I want to say flying by the wayside. I don't know what's going on right here. This energy just calling me. But like that could be what happened, okay? All right. So that's an interesting energy coming through. All right. Well, let me tell me more about who has a secret crush on you. The Magician. All right. That's Gemini energy coming through. So we've got, and that's Mercury. I can't even say the word right. There's something about communicating and knowing how to communicate and speaking. Like there may be a language barrier. There may be like a miscommunication. Like you may not speak clearly. Like when interacting with this person, like something is off with because I can't speak clearly. And I couldn't even read clearly. Like something about not speaking clearly. And it could just be truly communication, or it could be truly like I don't know. Like I'm getting like something about the roll of the like my tongue is not like I'm not speaking right. I don't know, and it's kind of not gonna lie. Like I don't normally care, but like I'm a little bit embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie that I'm like fumbling over my words right now. So I don't know if it's you or this person, but I feel sorry. Don't listen. Don't be feeling embarrassed, and don't be dealing with people that have you out here feeling embarrassed. All right. So for real. But yeah, okay, so what I got, secret crush on you, crossroads. So everybody in this pile, I don't care what you're doing, what you're not doing, who you're dealing with, who you're not dealing with, you got 2 people, okay? I'm not saying actively engaging either of those people, actively aware of either of these people. I'm saying, one, you've got, some of you have one that you may be a little preoccupied on and someone else that's watching you. Others of you have 2 that you're actively engaging or actively thinking about, okay? Now, and I say that because now I officially have my Gemini twins energy. They may be very similar in some ways. They may be very different in some ways. And it doesn't mean that you're actively engaging them. I want to make that clear. Please don't be in my comments like I would never. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying these are people that are crushing on you. Whether or not you engage is up to you, right? One is someone that may be reflecting a little casual about a history with you, right? And then the like, especially if we're talking about that casual energy, we have another that is ruminating on approaching you. All right, some of you could be the same person. It could be the same person because we have a huge energy of identity here, right? With the Aries first house energy, and Gemini energy is possibly multifaceted, right? Someone with 2. Honestly, I could even see a double life here in some instances. So watch it, like who they show you, who they show other people, who they show you, who they show someone else. So watch it, okay? I'm not getting so far for my pile 2s. I'm not gonna lie, pile 2. I'm not getting very serious energy. I've got the Ace of Wands, which is kind of like a and it's 22 minutes and 22 seconds at the point of me saying that. I'm getting an energy. It's a very sensual energy. It feels like a masculine, right? Being excited. Okay? Especially with the Magician. That is what I'm getting. So secret crush, but it is truly crush, okay? Even in my attachments, it feels like a crush because it's something about it feels draining, whether it's you, whether it's them, something's not, it's feeling, some of you, this is someone with a history, right? Maybe someone, possibly a masculine with that Emperor card, with the energy of coming in, right? Reigniting something with the Ace of Wands, and you, if you're in the feminine energy, having to be at a crossroads deciding if that's something you want to go back down that road, okay? It's a lot of air energy here, predominantly Gemini, okay? But again, Gemini is also kind of two-faced energy, multifaceted, double life. So be mindful of your secret admirer, all right? Definitely be mindful of this person. Now, I want to dig more so I can see who else is on the table. All right. Who else is on the table? All right. Tell me about the secret crush. Who has a secret crush on my pile number 2? Heavy Aries and Gemini energy. All right. Tell me more about my pile 2. Who has a secret crush on my pile 2? This is incoming energy, so I'm hoping this is going to give me some clarity. I'm pulling more than one from this deck because you got a lot, okay? Radically change Uranus. All right, that is Aquarius energy. We got another air sign, Aquarius energy, okay? So we've got, that is networking. That is social media. That is messages, like text messages. That is watch it, okay? Only because you got a radically changed, a drastic energy. So some of you, this person may be trying to show you a drastic change, right? Or maybe quite some time since you've interacted with this person. Okay, because Aquarius rules unique things that are different, right? Innovative energies, something new. So even if this is a brand new person, they may be trying to show you a side that is not what people know them to be. And it could be true and it could not be true, but they want you to see them as very, very different from how they actually have either been presenting themselves or how people have been taking them. Okay, let me get another card. Any more about my pile twos? Who's secretly watching my pile twos? I'm getting two people though, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm telling you, pile two, and again, those of you on the other side, it's you with the choice, and you know you're gonna know the difference, right? You're on a choice, and you know you got the 2, 3, whoever, because you're making the choice. And I may get energy for you to help you decide, but I think I may have already done that in previous readings. I feel like that happened. So I'm gonna focus on the people that may be on the receiving end of this energy, because it feels a little predatory. So let me work this out, because I'm not leaving you like this, pal. Too. I'm not going to. Let me see. I don't even know what I was talking about before that. It's a distraction. Something is a distraction. So look at that. Look who's here. House 1. Individuality, self-image, and approach to life. It's all about image. It's all about how I present myself to the world, whether I'm being honest or dishonest, right? This person that is secretly crushing on you. Okay. Oh, I mentioned, I'm sorry. That's what it was. I was talking about, you having two people that are watching you. One that, I feel like you know who the dominant energy is, and like, because that's someone you're attached to or someone you're trying to attach yourself to. But I do get an energy of like this person just being very attracted to anything, like how different you are and how you look with the Uranus and House 1 combination. They're very attracted to how you look and what's different, but I don't have anything grounding this energy. I don't even have any water here, as in feelings. I've got thoughts and I've got energy, which is aggression and passion, right? So it could be anger and it could be pleasure. That's it. Like no like feelings, okay? So whoever that is, you know, okay? Let me get one more. I'm gonna get one more. I don't want these to be an hour long each. This pile needs it, Lord. Okay. Give me more. I'll take one more, take the bottom. Let me stop fighting the cards. I wanted 4, but I was acting like I'm not trying to do this all day, but all right, let me try. Angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Okay, I love it. Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? And it's okay if you can't see now, you will see. Okay, you will see, I promise. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So, my pal twos, those of you on the, like where you're like, there's someone that is in that energy I've been describing, and I mentioned another person that you don't see, it's hidden. That is your secret. The person has a secret crush. It's very relevant. This other person needed to be brought up because I don't know that they're a secret crush. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I do think that there is a sensual, physical interest with that person that I feel maybe you were hoping to see here. They're here very loudly, but it's fun. Okay? It's fun. It's not, right? Okay? It's easy. And so watch that. Especially if as you try to progress beyond fun, it gets chaotic. Watch that. So here's the thing. The reason why, there's another person secretly watching you. Some of you maybe not, and you just need to know the true mess with this, but I do get to people. And I don't know if it's because you are asking about someone that has a secret crush on someone else, because I got the 2, or if it's because you're asking about someone and then someone else has a secret crush on you. Y'all got all kinds of attachments in this pile. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just like, whoo, chaos. We'll pull through it, and we won't judge as we do it at all. I'm just telling you what you need to know, and I want you to move the best way for you and your life, because I want to see you win pile 2. So, because some of you, I think that maybe that is the crossroad, is that someone saw you as very casual. Okay. And now they've did whatever they did, at least at this point, or are beginning to walk in that direction. All right. And so they may have a secret crush elsewhere, or they may just be out in the streets. You never know. You never know with this kind. Okay. You never know with this kind, right? And I'm not even talking about placements. That's why I stopped naming the placements. I don't want to like people be like, oh, what do you say about Aries or Gemini? That's not what this is about. Even though this person may have some of those placements, everyone has every placement in some form in their chart if you know your astrology. So I'm not like bashing Aries, Gemini, any of the signs, but there is a heavy Gemini, Aries energy here. So but the person that has a secret crush on you that you may not be aware of, that is coming in, that you've been that you couldn't see because you're headed towards that, right? You're focused on that. Very different from what you're used to, right? Someone that is very strong in their identity and who they are, a very proud person, right? Someone that it could be very easy with, someone that you would actually be happy and enjoy things with. Does not mean that you want them now. I'm saying this, and not, or that you even have to engage. Honestly, I think that you kind of need to take a step back, figure out what you want after whatever that is, if that's a legit thing. Some of you, you've got 2 crushes, right? Or you just have a crush on someone and someone else has a crush on you, and you have a crush on someone with this energy. Like if it's brand new and you're like, oh yeah, my crush is coming through. If your crush came through earlier, you don't want them. Like it's a lot, okay? Like I'm telling you, like yeah, they're interested, but it feels emperor, like a conquering conquest energy. Okay, so while you were like excited this person's coming out, someone else very different, unique, is slipping in for you, flying right beneath the radar, right, with angelic support. Someone that may actually be supporting you, could be a friend in some instances because you have house 5. All right, at the bottom you've got Neptune, dreams and transcend. There's a lot of illusions associated with this energy of this pile. I'll put this here, I want it to be in frame. Right? Not real energy, some illusions. So some of you, because I'm getting that, and because of what I got, you're asking about, like you came in and the one connection, you know you've only got the one connection and you're not engaging anyone else and it's just the one. If you know that it's just you and like this person and you're positive, it's illusion based. It's not a real thing, okay? I'm making sure you know it's not. Like Neptune is Pisces energy. It's dreams. It's illusion. In a positive sense, it is your creativity. It's your passions. It is your ability to dream. But it is also illusions. It is 12th house energy of hidden enemies, okay? It's 12th house energy of like your mental health, your subconscious aspects of yourself that you may not be ready to face, aspects of yourself that you're not privy to, hidden weaknesses that people, especially if they have placements in that house, can like prey on. No matter how strong and powerful you may be, just watch it, okay? And if I'm describing someone, not just now and just that energy, but if I've been describing someone like that, just know, that's not what you want. Do what you want, but like I said, some of you, this is why you got the pile. That's why I was like, oh, that's a cute flower. What is that? Oh, the darn poppy that kept coming out of this deck. Okay, so let's pull from the melanin pop. I'm gonna pull from the melanin pop. We'll get more energy. I'm not gonna lie, even at the bottom of your reset, you got you don't own me, freedom, alignment, aerial fitness. So listen. All right. Tell me about who has a secret crush on my pile 2. Some of you, the reason why this person is also coming through as a secret crush is like, yeah, especially my singles where it's brand new and like you haven't engaged with this person yet. Maybe you're just talking. Don't ignore red flags, 1, but 2, this person, they do have a secret crush on you, but it's not something about the way they're presenting, they may be presenting that they're more looking more to commit than they actually are. Okay, so just watch that. And the secret aspect of the crush is that it's very casual for them. All right, tell me, y'all, I'm not even. So fast, sudden connections, sex positivity, and pleasure. So if this person's trying to move very quick with you, no, that's why. Okay. Some of you, this is an energy, this is a history with this person. Okay. And yeah, I mean, that's really what it is. Just so you know, if you're like some of you, I'm making sure you know, like, this is not a negative energy from a sense of everybody's single, living their life, doing what they want, being safe and healthy. The reason why I'm worried about this energy is because you've followed me from previous piles of previous readings, which means you're looking for readings regarding possibly this person and or connection. And if that is the case, it's not, this person does not have those intentions towards you, especially if you are a feminine asking about a masculine. You're at a crossroads. You're going to have to decide what it is you're going to do. Okay. All right, my Powtoos. Like I said, if it's like everybody's living their life, you single, they single, you're like, ooh, I love how that emperor looks. Yeah, he for the streets, but me too. If that's you, then live your life. Like if it's not, like if you're living your life, because this is meant to be lighthearted. So if it's who has a secret crush on you and you're just trying to get the tea so you can like live your best single life, then get it. But if you're asking about someone that you kind of may be invested in, right? Like you came into this power like, oh yeah, I'm the poppy. Let me see what's going on with such and such. Specifically, this is what's going on with such and such. Now, there are those of you where you need to pull back your energy and kind of focus on yourself and your own happiness. The energy that will go back to the very beginning. And that's advice for you. And I will pull advice at the end. But there's also others of you where there's someone else, you know, maybe floating in the background that you could give a chance to if you're in that space. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm thinking it's funny because some of you, just side note, I'm like describing your ex and you're like, they better not message me. you're describing my ex and like, yeah, of course they're gonna hit me up because historically that, you know, some of you are like, they better not. It's funny because like I know people, like I have friends that like because I do share my channel with like people I know. I have friends that I know are like, I wish he would. Like I can already see them in this file. That's funny. But yeah, but the one night stand, the pleasure. That said, I mean, if you like the casual fun energy, right? If you like the casual fun energy and like you just wanted to like, you're not really invested in this crush like that, that's fine. You too live your life because it'll be fun. It'll be interesting, right? Like it won't be chaotic only if like there's not misleading intentions and all of those things involved. Okay. Because I did get some of you like, oh, that's fine with me because that's me too. I love that. I love that me too energy. Y'all don't care. But that said, those of you on that other side where you've been following me because you're looking for more, I don't know that this is the space and environment for you. Okay. I choose them. Third party player, indecisiveness, disloyal. So my poppies, okay, just listen. Okay. If you are, because I kind of feel like now that I'm in this energy, I'm starting to a little bit, if you're in like a third, like if you know you're in a third party, like you know this person's like dating around, or especially if you just kind of mistook them for like being with you, like dating you, like this person's not, I don't feel like this person's ever been committed. If this is a attachment, and if this is a crush, I don't feel like this person intends to commit to you. I don't even think they really intend to actively like date you. They may like go out and do something fun with you, but they're not like trying to like, that's not what they're looking, that's either not what they're looking for right now, or there may be a more serious option for them. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be random, but it's not random, but ooh. So this slipped and I wanted to see. We're gonna read this book for this card. Oh Lord, I'm gonna be all day with this. I'm gonna give you what you need, but I'm gonna be all day with this. But I know this card because this is the root card. So it says Herb of Grace. So I do have piles. Go watch the video. It's like spring cleaning because it was in the springtime that I did it, right? Number 22 could be relevant, but springtime I did that reading. Doesn't make it a spring reading. It just says spring cleaning on it, and there's a root water like this Florida waters and stuff. Pick that for, I think it's pile 4. Pick that pile. That you need that message, okay? I just know that this is a card talks about protection and pulling back your energy. So that's what you need to do. But I wanted to go to the book and pull out the herb that was your card to see. Oh, wait. I think I found it. I went right to the page, y'all. It says rest and regeneration is essential to my health. So because it came up in other readings. So I want to it says Poppy appears as a dream, needing you to see truth, paying attention, especially to your dreams. Yeah, it mentions needing to be aware of things, and then like it talks about drugs, all the stuff. It's gonna be okay, pile 2. But it like that's that Neptune energy in a shadow sense. It talks about things that are not real and illusions. So some of you are, if you pick this with a specific person in mind, like one person, not those of you that are living your lives and you got multiple people you're dealing with, one night stand, I choose them, okay? Like they've already floated away, whatever it is I said at the beginning, and also with the crossroads, okay? Especially if there is a third, like they've already decided, okay? With I choose them, right? That's why you have silence, burdens, quiet, lock and key. They've already like been locked down in some sense. And I don't mean to vilify this person, y'all, because it depends. Like it depends on there's a lot of layers to this pile. So like if you're single, this person's single, and y'all living your life, and then they go and do something, go be whatever they want to be, that's different. If you were misled or whatever, that's different. Like it just feels like this person's kind of decided what they're gonna do. And some of you, I choose them as they choose the streets. And I'm not even exaggerating. They choose the streets. Let me see, one more. Which is funny because when I said one more, that was absolutely a lie. I was always intending 4. So thank you, spirits. Just friends. It's complicated, platonic, perspective, and chance. Some of you, if it's not, it will be very clear. Because that's why we've got all of those messages. It will be very clear. With the I choose them, just friends. Okay. And then we've got Silver Fox, age, maturity, clever, charming, experience. If this is someone that is older, if you're not sure, this is someone that is older, right? Especially if we're talking about, because we've got Emperor here. We've got the goddess in the crossroads, like a decision here, like a goddess needing to make a decision. But we've got that Emperor, very masculine energy coming through with the Silver Fox, someone that is more mature, especially if that's who you're dealing with, who you're asking about. It's going to be very, very clear. I don't know that I've gotten, because sometimes I'm like, oh, this is the interpretation. Let me read it this way. Let me read it that way. Nah, this is clear. Okay? This is clear, okay? Like, you don't even need me to read this to you, right? One night stand, I choose them, just friends. I even heard I'm too old for this, okay? Like, this is someone, especially if you're in a third party with someone that is already married. Listen. Seems like someone kind of preyed on you or you are trying to prey on you. Like some of you, this is a new crush energy. Watch it, especially if this is someone that is older. They may be married, okay? They may be married. Yeah, they're interested in you. They find you very attractive, beautiful, all of the things, but they may be married, okay? Do not get caught up in no drama, all right? And then, because I could also see with this delusion-based energy, like feeding your illusions, this person will like switch up on you, be like, oh, we just friends. What do you mean? You know what I mean? Like after like being very intimate with you and, you know, making you feel like there was a chance, like this person would be like, oh no, that's just like, we're just friends. We were always just friends, you know, when it comes to like their spouse or their serious partner. Okay? So watch it. Now, that's the predatory energy. Others of you, this is an illusion-based energy, like maybe casual fun, and then this person kind of moved forward, right, with someone possibly more mature themselves. I only say that because the silver fox is a, you know, an age. It literally says age, right? A mature, like it, that may be a factor. Okay. Let me see what's at the bottom. Yeah. Rebel, strong-willed, protester, nonconformist, opposition. Yeah, struggle, rebellious. This person may be older and in the streets. And silver fox is also experienced. They know what they're doing, right? Knowing how to manipulate people, take advantage, knowing how to conquer. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so those of you where this is a crush and someone you just started talking to or just haven't talked to yet, this is kind of what people say, but because those gossipy cards did not come out, like they just kind of showed themselves as I was shuffling, this is kind of the truth. And the truth is always a half truth, right? This person may very well be for the streets, right? But in some instances, I could see some of you in this pile, this person was transparent about it being like very, because this being clear means at some point, or maybe some of you, this person was clear. I do see those of you where it was a lie, an illusion, a misleading, feeding into possibly your delusions. But some of you, this person has been very clear. One night stand, I choose them, just like you are not a person I'm in a relationship with, right? Like I've been doing this a long time, right? I'm outside with rebel. Like some of you, this person's been like that, very, very clear. And you just kind of didn't want to see. Okay. And especially because you selected the poppy and what it's kind of been associated with in that deck, I could see you being, especially if you have other issues, like it talks about drug use and whatnot, you being kind of under some sort of influence and not seeing things clearly. So watch it, okay, my poppies. All right. Let me see what else I can get for you. Let me try to see. All right. About two. I'm gonna need to go get something to eat after this. Okay. All right. Make sure you're eating, because like I got really hungry just now. Like go eat. Please eat food. All right. Pile 2. All right. Okay. You've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So if you have issues with your family, that could be why you're in this, like energetically, spiritually, right? If you have issues with your, I was going to say attachment issues with your parents, issues with your family, I could see that. Like you kind of being attracted to, especially someone more mature, right? Someone more experienced. I could see that. An emperor, successful. So I could see that, okay? But you're going to have to heal those issues and work through whatever stuff. Some of you, okay, hypothetically speaking, because I don't want this to be just the oldest person never liked you. Some of you, if this is someone that you engage, we're being with, dating, and or are looking to, if you got a lot of issues with your family, right? They're not really trying to deal with that. Okay? Like once they realize that with the one night stand and I choose them, they're ready to dip. Okay? Like they're not trying to be invested in the drama and the draining energy that I was picking up on at the beginning. They don't want a lot of those problems. Okay? Very loud. Okay? I want to pull one more. I don't know why. Well, yeah, I know why. This is an interesting pile. I'm down to my last 2 decks. Let me just, hopefully the next 2 piles are not as long, but this pile, baby, you need it. Okay, let me just, all right. Take the bottom, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right. All right. Some of you, and this is why it's a mirroring energy. It could be one side, you could be on the other side, or you could be both. Some of you, this person that is secretly watching you. When I talk about more than one person, like you're not really worried about this when you're worried about who I've been talking about this whole time. This is someone that maybe has wanted to help you or have wanted to support you, or that you've been talking to or dealing with, that wants to, like, you know what I mean? Or once you heal your issues, you'll be interested in. Others of you, if you reach out to this more mature person, likely a masculine, doesn't have to be male, just masculine in their expression, you reach out, they're going to make it very clear. Okay? All right? Let me see what's at the bottom. Retreat. Please pull back your energy. You're at a crossroads. Please pull back your energy, Pal 2, okay? It's time to disconnect from the world. You do need rest and rejuvenation. That actually is a card, an energy, okay? You need to find some joy. Okay, now, okay, especially if you've been dealing with an older masculine that has an attachment, like a family, married, or a relationship of their own. Like, I can see some instances where they have issues, right? Whether within their family or their history that they're trying to work through, right? So that they can, oh Lord, I got all this person's business. You must be invested, Pal 2. I could see them healing those issues, working through those issues that even made them be that way towards you, whether it was predatory, whether it was just being having a good time, whether it was possibly cheating on this person, their spouse, right? Whatever it was that attracted them towards that, they've reflected and they're like, you might get an apology, right? I say because like this feels like a conversation and closure, especially with a crossroads. Because express your love is an expression of love, but not necessarily the love you want, like because it's with just friends. It's kind of a peace offering almost. Okay, but it is a retreat. Okay, I'm getting from this specific person that you know who you're asking about. Now, some of you have a friend that wants to express their love, and that may be that hidden energy that's not dominant because you don't care. You're, at least at this point, you don't care. You're not worried about it. You're too invested in something else. This that I've been talking about for 50 minutes. You have a friend, a good one, okay? A supportive one that is interested in you on a romantic level. If you're not interested, do make it very clear. Do not use and take advantage, because I feel like some of the traits that this person, especially if they were predatory towards you, you may have some of them. Do not take advantage of this friend. If they are just your friend, make it very clear, because this is a real friend, okay? Don't let this friend be in love with you if you are never going to give them whatever, all right? All right. Let me pull from this other deck, and I'm going to pull one more and close this out, because this is way, oh Lord. I don't know what I'm going to do. I hope y'all might get a super low quality video. I'm not about to be like a gazillion years uploading this. I'm not. Let me see. And I did only want one here. Love at first sight. The instant gravitational pull you two felt when first meeting lets you know that this is a soul connection. So love at first sight, that's it's that quick energy. That's that fast-paced energy. Okay, that was kind of the red flag, possibly in some instances, but also it talks about, because it landed here. I choose them just friends. Some of you are asking about someone that is truly in love with someone else. Okay, so just, I'm gonna have to put a trigger warning. I don't know that I've gotten this harsh of a read before. This person, if this person's for the streets, this person's for the streets, right? But if you're asking about like someone that literally like moved, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really trying to hurt y'all feelings, Pal 2, I promise. But this is someone that they've always known they were gonna be with, even if they're out in the streets or doing whatever they did or doing, okay? All right, enchanted love, a sacred bond that is divinely guided and harmonious. Enchantment feels like illusions. I don't know if I've ever read this like that before, but it feels like illusions. It's like a not real. Like if you felt like you wanted this person as soon as you saw them, it was not real. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely not. Okay. It's this other person that could be growing on you. This friend that could be healthy. Not saying you have to, don't. I think you need to be to yourself. But if you eventually, you do, the secret admirer that is healthy for you is someone that is or could be, if you open up to them, be a good friend. Okay? All right. So let me close this out. I have to close this out. I'm so sorry. All right, New Orleans Oracle deck. I want to get one card for my pile twos. Please tell me what we can do for my pile twos. I do feel like with your dandelion energy, you can be whatever you want to be, pile two. I promise you that you can be whatever you want to be. You actually have a love interest that could work out for you long term. You actually have options in your career. You're at a crossroads, right? It may be difficult. You may be in a dark night of a soul in a tower moment. That is fine. You will rise, okay? Let me get a card for you to close you out right now. All right. A poppy. Just give me one. Okay, there it is. And I'll get the book and we'll wrap you up. Awakening. Okay, I may be awakening you with this message, and that's a good thing. It may not be the best feeling, but awakening is a crossroads. Look at that. You are stepping into a very, very bright place. It may not be good now. It may not be good immediately within the next however long, but it's where you're going is going to be great. It says experiences of a spiritual awakening can be as varied as life itself. For some, it is a series of seemingly random emotions. For others, it is a growing sensitivity to everyday events. And for many, it is simply having a desire to follow that which resonates with them in a higher vibration. There is no right or wrong way to go through this experience. You are only asked to remain as conscious and aware of yourself as possible so that you may properly support yourself in the best way possible. Look at it as a stepping outside of yourself to observe yourself and your life as a movie that you get to co-create. Remember to ask yourself, how does this person, place, thing, or situation feel to me? Then allow yourself to proceed accordingly. Trusting yourself is of the utmost importance during this time, because the more that you feel you can trust yourself, the easier it is for you to stay in your flow for all that comes your way. Well, I read that clearly. I didn't struggle with that at all. So that is a message you needed to know. But I love that alignment with yourself. How do you feel? How does the situation make you feel? And you are asked to have some patience at the bottom. You will grow. You will flourish. I am starting to remember that my poppy that was showing up in my previous piles was a very youthful energy. I'm starting to get that with this experience. You are going to be fine. You've got a lot of time, a lot of space, a lot of energy to grow. Right? You're stepping into who you're meant to be. And everything will work out very, very well for you. I promise. Okay. So that is all I have for you today, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. And if it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 3. So if you selected the Tulip, I feel like I'm really clear. Like my throat's clear. Like I got a lot going on. Like, I don't know. Something about your pile is going to be very fun, very interesting. I love that for you. We have a diverse energy. I should have did that. I need to make a note. I need to put a note just because I'm a very honest reader. So anything that comes up that is not necessarily favorable, we do not tell lies up in here. So like I said, I'm gonna try to remember to put that on there. I'm gonna make it a priority. But yeah, let's see who has a secret crush on you. So I have a few decks, and I'm interested, and I'm actually interested to get with your reading, because I'm looking at my thumbnail. I always keep it up as I'm doing readings because I love to like channel based on that specific energy to make it more specific to the pile. But like your flower, I actually picked it last because in the thumbnail I'm like, I want 4 piles, but like I don't really want to make the flowers extra small. I don't want to shrink the flowers, right? So I found that one with the right coloring, and it slipped in perfectly. So something may not seem to be a big deal, right? Something may seem small. Something may be closed. You may be closed up. This person may be closed up. Something may seem less than what it actually will grow and bloom into being. And I love that energy, just channeling from the image, because it's the only one that is closed, right? Which is it's a tulip, right? But like it's closed. And like, again, because of that, I was able to fit all of the other open flowers vibrantly. But it doesn't take away from that image, because you can still see that one very, very clearly. It stands out because it's different from the rest. And I love that energy for you that I'm already channeling. Something will there's something about your secret admirer, your secret crush, like person that has a secret crush on you. Ooh, I must be talking too much, because all of a sudden I was so clear, right? And now I've got a little rasp. But all of a sudden it feels like unexpected energy coming through here. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I've committed to pulling one from this deck. I do have the Afro Goddess Oracle that I'm going to pull one from, and then I'm going to hop right into the tarot before we clarify with those love cards. But tell me about my tulip. I love this pile. I knew it already. I'm telling you, like, something about this pile, when I sat down for it, like, I started talking, and like everything was clear, my throat was clear, and I just felt giddy. And I'm animated and loud and all of the things in these readings. Might be a little bit of a shift in perspective, shift of gears slightly, since I need to fix this, but like I got really excited when I sat down for this pile, and for no reason, by the way, like at all. And I honestly, I didn't even realize like, oh, that was very unique until I sat back down, because I take breaks between these piles because y'all got me working hard today, okay? But you've got number 21. The rose, and I love that. I love that energy. You have all of the planets here, right? So let's get the book. And I'm realizing I just put the deck right back in my way, so some of you may be holding back, right? Don't get in your own way, I'm hearing, because of that. Let me go number 21. All right. And the rose is associated with Venus, obviously, but also Mars and the sun. And it is all of the elements: air, earth, fire, and water. And so it says in your affirmation, I am divine love, beauty, and harmony. And it's actually like, I couldn't see, like, because I don't pay attention to page numbers, but like I looked and I was like, oh, 3. And that's page 111. Okay, that's interesting for me. And then the divination meaning says, rose tells us to seek love, beauty, and harmony in our life. Rose stands in the center of the tree, making the sign as above, so below. I say that a lot. And it says, and crowned in divine knowledge. Okay, so it is crowned in divine knowledge. And it says, center yourself in the heart and feel all of creation spread above, below, and around you. Find beauty in yourself, find beauty all around you, and see what opportunities for true divine love can be found in your current situation. So some of you are asking about attachments, but this person, I was already going to say it based on this card and this reading, this is someone you should open up to, okay? This is someone you should open up to. It says the rose can appear in a reading when you need to, I didn't even know that. It says when you need to open more deeply to your spiritual path and seek the center. This is someone that's going to help you on your journey. This is someone that is going to love you very well. Like this person, and it's okay if you don't know who it is, because it is secret crush. Some of you may start to realize who this is as I develop the energy and describe them, but this is a pile, I am very sure, pile 3, that you will be interested in your secret crush. This is going to be very healthy for you. This may be like the purest love you ever experienced in your life, okay? With the rose, okay? I promise. Like this is some pure energy. All right. I honestly feel like in one of my past readings like this, you might have been on one of those other roses for sure, but there's a specific rose that I can't think of right now. I think it's pink. That may be yours, okay? Actually, there might be 2, now that I'm thinking back on it, okay? So don't hold yourself back, because the tulip is, again, closed up on this thumbnail. So you can close in, and you can have your guard up in terms of protection, but do not self-sabotage and hold back from when this person deals with you, or as you start trying to interact with this person. Like don't self-sabotage. I don't want to pull from this yet. I want to pull from this Afro Goddess Tarot. I love this energy coming in. Tell me more about my pile 3. Who is secretly admiring my tulips? Tell me more about my tulips, please. Who is secretly admiring my tulips? The tree. Ooh, this is someone that is grounded. This is someone stable. Like it feels like a roots, like a family tree. Someone that you could have a family with, that sees themselves having a family with you, someone that wants to be a part of the line, right? Like this trees feels like ancestral. Like this is someone that your family would like, or does approve of. This is someone that like truly, like your elders and your family, some of you, if you're deeply spiritual, your ancestors would really approve of. Okay, just by nature. All right, this person is the rose. All right, love that energy. They're coming through as a very vibrant, fruitful, fertile energy. And I don't mean just like from a feminine biological fertility. I mean like this person can create, this person can build, this person is good to have in any family, right? You see this at the bottom. The stork. Oh, well, yeah, fertility too. All right. Some of you, it really will be that. I was wondering if I was going to take that, but this person is someone that like sees themselves having a family with you, like could see themselves having children with you. Okay, whether we're talking about attachments or brand new connections, this person sees you as the type of person that would make a quality partner, a quality spouse, and that they could expand their family with. Whether we're talking about biological family, or we're talking about pets, or whether we're talking about adopting, or whatever a family is for you, whatever your legacy will be, because the tree talks about legacy. I didn't even like look at the book. I'm like, so your energy is so clear. This person's so clear. I don't even know that it's hidden. If it's hidden, it will be very clear when this person like comes out. You'll know who this is when they come out, because like it's so clear. I didn't even think, oh, let me get the book to know what I'm talking about. Where is it? Tree. I can't even find the where is it? There. Wait, no, wait a minute. What's happening? What number is that? Oh my gosh. So I wanted to, because the font is very interesting. So I wanted it to be the 3. I wanted it to be the 8, but it's a 5. So you may mistake this person for a lot of things. Because I was looking at the 8 card, which is the coffin, and I was like, oh, it may come after an ending. And then I went to 3, which was the ship, like moving on. And then the actual card is 5. So changes, shifts. But shifting, moving, right? This may be someone, and the stork is also about moving. So this could be after an ending. Those of you with attachments, if I'm describing your person, maybe like a coming back, because the tree is stability, grounded energy, right? Very stable through thick and thin. And then you've got the tree is all about the things within us that run deep, often illuminating actual health issues depending on the surrounding cards. This card of one of depth, both physical and mental. And it says connecting to the soil, the roots of the past form the back of the present, the bark of the present. I can't talk. What's going on? Okay. It says connecting to the soil, the roots of the past form the bark of the present that sprout the foliage of the future. Life's just like that. Okay, our deeply rooted mechanisms often are the teachers of patience and faith. The eventual is because of the actual for its karmic. Okay, and our growth is destined should we adhere to the spiritual guidance provided from those whom have already taken bloom. The connection here is deep, it's real, it's important. This is an ancestral energy. This is a person that your ancestors would like you to connect with. I know that sounds so crazy, but remember, if you know me and you know me well, as a reader, and you've been here since like early, like maybe even 2020, like I am a medium. I do not offer mediumship. I do not like to do mediumship for other people, but I am very much so. And this is a heavy ancestral energy coming through. And this is an ancestral pile where these ancestors would like children. Just want y'all to know that straight up. Okay, like that is what is coming through for the pile. They would like to see a continuation of the bloodline. Okay? And they feel like this person with the secret crush on you could do it. Okay? This is they would like to see. That's what y'all's dead people would like to see, okay? Interesting, interesting, interesting. I want to see what it says specifically for love. It says the tree may represent a long-lasting connection. This may be a possible soulmate or past life connection because your connection is deep. And again, if we're talking about attachments, as I develop this person, because we have not talked about them yet beyond them being this rose, which could be relevant. This person, it's someone that's not really going to go anywhere. Like this is someone that is here because it is intended. That is kind of something, I feel like I've gotten this energy before, where this is something like an ancestral tie, like the ancestors would like, your ancestors, this person's ancestors would like this union. I don't know why. I'm just the medium. I don't know what these dead people talk about. Okay. I don't know what they have going on the other side. I have no clue. So regardless of your beliefs, angel spirits, I don't know what God's plans are in the grander scheme, but this is what I am seeing for you. Let me see what the stork has to say. The stork is a symbol of change and movement. When a stork is still, he is just that, still. What I said, not going anywhere. And it says, but when he takes off in flight, the stork moves with great power and grace. When this card appears, this card does appear when a change of some sort is on its way to you. So if you've recently been experiencing some feelings of stagnancy and confusion, the time is now coming to an end to move forward. Motion is abound. And in love, it says it brings some sort of positive change within the union. Continue to work or move things forward. You're headed in a positive direction. So listen, those of you with attachments, you already know it is what it is. Those of you that are single, don't be spooked when this person comes in. Like, I'm not worried about my attachments. You've already been there. You've already been dealing with this. The tree is non-moving. It's literally, some of you, it's been years, possibly even decades. Singles, do not be scared, because you're the tulip and you're the closed up flower. You're the guarded flower. Do not be afraid of this connection. It is a beautiful connection that would allow you to bloom your petals like that rose. All right. And I'm not brushing off my attachments, because you're going to come through. If you know my reading style, you'll come through. I just don't want my singles to get lost, because I always say in my piles, those of you where you're connected to someone and as I'm describing you, it comes out. It's clear because you're dealing with this person, right? Like, you're dealing with them, you know their habits, you have a history, you have experiences with them, so that when I say something like a rose, you already have an attachment there associated with that card. I haven't even described the person yet, right? Or the tree, right? You already know. Okay? So if I associate, my singles, they don't have that. They don't have association. They may, but it's vague because this is someone they're trying to see who it is, as it relates to this card, like to this pile. Like, it may be someone they know, but they're trying to see if it's that person because they may not know them well, or they may be trying to see who is secretly crushing on them for real, right? Like, someone that they may not even be aware of, that they're going to have to figure out as they maneuver outside. So that's why I focus with that perspective. I don't favor anybody. I just want to make sure that everyone can find themselves. And I don't feel like it's always that clear for that group. So tell me what's going on. And I also don't want my singles to self-sabotage. I don't want other groups to self-sabotage either. But those of you where you have to work through this connection, you will have to work through this connection. It is what it is. What's that? Why is that? Awakening. Okay? It's at the top. Which is funny because I actually cleansed that deck and it came out in the last pile. Some of you may be coming from that last pile. Some of you got attachments in that past pile. Lord have mercy. Okay. This is really an ancestral pile because now I feel like I'm talking like my grandmother. That's funny. I feel like I sound just like my grandmother, who is currently with us. But I do have other relatives with very similar energy on the other side, and I feel like it's coming through. They are here. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because when we talk about guidance, and those of you where you do ancestral work, just for clarity on how I'm reading, when we discuss ancestral energy, any messages that, like I say, okay, this is what your ancestors say, is because they've spoken to me through my mediumship or my ancestors. Okay. So just know that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I am really in touch with these older people, specifically these older feminines. Okay. All right. Tell me about my tulips, please. Who has a secret crush on my tulips? Some of you, this person has not been revealed to you yet. because you are not ready. You have to open up a little bit before they let you meet this person. They are not letting you ruin this connection. Even those of you with attachments, if there's been distance, if they pulled you back or pulled your person back, one of you is not ready. They're not going to let you mess this up beyond repair. They are not, because they've decided. Okay. Now, but again, my singles, this is why, and if you still are confused after this reading, give yourself some time, go live, and then come back to this reading, and then it will be clear. Because what will happen is, if you're not ready for this message, it will still be your message, right? But you will not be able to, oh yeah, because look what's at the bottom after I just started shuffling. 3 of Swords. You might have some trauma to clear. You won't know who this is. They won't let you see who this is yet because they don't want you to self-sabotage, okay? All right. So it's a beautiful energy. I didn't mean to like drag it down like trauma lane. It's not. Beautiful energy with the person, okay? All right. Tell me about my pile 3, my tulips, please. 2. Whew, all right. That is not even incoming mature energy. That is slightly maturing energy, as in it's coming. Okay, so listen. Get ready, pile 3, because you're about to be on a little bit of a ride. You have a Son of Cups here. Doesn't matter the gender, right? The Son of Cups has a cup to offer, right? This is someone that may be praying, manifesting a partner, specifically you, someone that deeply desires you, okay? Has very intense feelings, maybe not deep yet if it's brand new, right? If it's brand new, if it's there's that tree history there's a deep feeling. But here, hold on, my phone is. All right, I am back. So the hilarious thing, pile 3, is that the ringing and the phone, a message coming in for you, like I got one, because I always associate all of those messages. The funny thing is that it was a message about a delay, of forgetting something and having to circle back for it. So like literally, like I left this thing. I have to go back possibly an hour to get it, right? Like driving. So that's a interesting thing coming through. So that may be, sorry, it's that time of day, very bright and vibrant throughout the day, but offering something. So someone may be offering something they forgot about or circling back. Those of you with attachments, that could be your confirmation here, right? That I'm not talking about someone else, but those of you where we are talking about who is this, we're trying to discover who this is. It's talking about incoming messages, but possibly delays. So it may be a bit of a delay before you learn for sure and get the clarity you're seeking, especially since I was having trouble getting this to focus. But the Knight of Cups, very passionate, very loving, very in pursuit. And in pursuit of, look at that, we've got the 4 of Wands. That's the stability, that's commitment, that is the tree energy, right? People associate the 4 of Wands with sometimes like a divine counterpart energy, but traditionally it is depicted as a wedding, like a celebration of a coupling that is stepping into like their new home and whatnot. It's possibly starting a family. So that's what I have, okay, coming in for you. That's what this person wants. That's what it seems like. And it seems like, based on my little mediumship, it feels like, you know, you got some ancestral energy coming through with that as well, supporting this union, which would be a divine union, okay? Because any union supported by any spirit guides on the other side would be a divine union. It doesn't matter if you like labels, if you like twin flame, soulmate, karmic, whatever, anything favored on the other side is divine by nature, okay? So let me pull one more. I will take the bottom. The stork is also about creative endeavors and acceleration. When I mentioned a legacy is not simply leaving behind like blood relative kin, right? It is about leaving behind something for the world that will live beyond you. That is what this person sees with you. That is what this connection is intended to bring into your life or support you on that journey. I do have the 3 of Swords. So this could be pain, it could be trauma. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really worried about that card. It came out twice, yes, but it feels like because I have this mediumship that I'm stepping into, and I'm fine with it because it's light, it's not heavy, it's not a deep, heavy mediumship. It just talks about some generational trauma, possibly generational curses. It just some healing things generationally that you have. Some of you, your person, if they are deeply spiritual, that person that has a secret crush on you is dealing with generational trauma right now. Must be talking too much. They don't want you to know that. They're clearing, purging, habits, mentalities, and growing with the stork beyond the perceived limitations of those that came before them. Okay? Like they're growing and evolving in terms of perspective. Like they don't want to just be still. They don't want to just be stuck in their roots. They want to grow into the beautiful leaves on that tree, right? That's what's happening right now with this person. Okay? And that is why they're actively, secretly admiring. They're not, I didn't want 4 cards, but this card just keeps screaming at me, and it keeps saying like, take it, take it, take it. Stop looking, stop ignoring that card. So I'm not going to ignore the card, so I don't want to be in trouble. But let's take the card. Yeah, look at the Chariot. Lots of maternal energy coming through. So as we talk about mediumship, we're talking about matriarchal energy. We're talking about a very mature feminine energy coming through, primarily in support of you and or this connection. Okay, heavy feminine energy. We're talking mother, grandmother like energy, blood or otherwise, coming through heavily in this energy. All right, and that's why they want me to take the card, because they're like, you do not ignore me when I'm talking to you. Thank you for that. All right, but clearing that energy, working through that baggage. And because I say that because the Chariot, it is a energy that is ruled by Cancer, the sign of Cancer, which is the 4th house of home, of family, of your ancestrals, of your roots, right? Cancer rules the maternal figure, the maternal bloodline. Okay, ruled by the moon. All right, and that is what's here. You're being guided to, when this connection comes in, to pursue it. As this person opens up, pursue it, right? Especially if you have attachments and you have to clear that 3 of Swords trauma. Okay, whether that is associated with the connection or not. This is this person is the rose. Okay, the tree. Oh, I almost took another one. You've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, talks about collaboration, support. So I'm not gonna lie, you got orchestration happening with spirit guides of ancestors. This power became very, very spiritual. I don't know what it is about the Tulip specifically, but maybe you're so closed off. The spirit guides are like, oh no, we got to make this move. Pile 3 is too stable, too stagnant, too slow. Pile 3 is just stuck in their roots, stuck in their ways. We have to orchestrate and make it move. It's like in those movies where like you can see the spirits like orchestrating things happen. Like that's kind of what's happening in your life right now, because to make you move, right? To make you move. Especially in the way that they kind of feel like it needs to go. Because I will say, regardless of anything that's happening with you, Pile 3, it's very, very, very important that you know, regardless of this connection or who is coming in, if you don't know who it is and you're wanting to see, you have a heavy, heavy, heavy ancestral presence with the tree, the rose, 3 of Pentacles, the Chariot. Like there's a heavy ancestral support here. Like you have spirits that walk with you, whether you're spiritual, whether you're like super traditional religion, one of the Abrahamic religions, whatever your religion, spirituality, if you're agnostic, if you're atheist, they don't care what you think. What they know is like you have a heavy ancestral support here, orchestrating and supporting you in your life with this 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and that's connected to this connection because this is one of those areas that they're walking with you, supporting you. We have 3s here, and you did select the 3. You may have 3 exact spirits. Yeah, you've got 21 here, which reduces to 3. You may have 3 very specific spirits that walk with you. If you work with, if you're a spiritual practitioner, I'm hearing like the deities. If there's certain spirits, you may have, for example, there are goddesses, gods that are associated with the number 3, right? Like sometimes you hear the word like triple goddess for like my witches that like to step into these pile. Like you have that with you always. Okay, so that's very important for you to know. Now this person that is watching you, they want it all. They want this thing. They want what this is, because I feel like this person is either evolved enough to recognize that they could have that with you, so they're secretly watching you because either you've rejected them, distanced yourself from them, or just didn't express interest, didn't return their interest, whatever the stuff was. They've been watching you just because they can see where it's going. Now there's also those of you where they're not really, they can see your trauma and they've not engaged you because they already know where it's going to go. And then there's also those of them that know that they are on the other side. They have all of this trauma. They have all of this baggage. They have all of the stuff that they've been working on, I think I mentioned earlier. And they want to make sure that they don't throw that, project that, make you kind of live with the trauma baggage that they have, okay? So let's pull from this Heavenly Bodies Oracle, and we can get some more details. I think I only want one, because this is a very clear pile. This is someone that you may have met at a wedding, at a baby shower. This is someone that you may have met through your family. This is someone you may have met through water, fields. Let's see. On the boundary of those places, so like where the city connects with like a rural area, right? Because you see, like here you've got the city, and here you've got the desert. Okay, so where there's like a rural connecting with the urban part, if that makes sense, like a barrier, like a bridge. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about it more. Tell me. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Definitely could have met through any type of networking, right? Because I don't have any specifics here outside of just this heavy ancestral energy coming through. You may have met in your ancestral land, this person's ancestral land. That could be relevant. And then Gemini is short travels. So very localized energy. Someone that lives or lived near you at some point. Excuse me. Giving me some weird stuff in my chest right now. That may be those blockages. Oh, they talked about the blockages. Definitely did. And even like looking at it through the camera lens. Sorry, I need to fix this because it bothers me now. I'm looking at it through camera. But this 3 of Swords is so prominent. It's heavy, like it's like white and blue, but like it's heavy, right? Like it's bright. Like it's standing out. So it's making me feel like that's a key theme here, right? That needs to transform, right? But there's a lots of communication here, multifaceted areas. Like you may deal with this person in different areas. But Mercury, it is, like I said, intellect and conversations. I'll pull one more and take the bottom, and then we'll work through those oracle decks so that we can see more about who this is. Chiron. See why I do what I'm told? Because they're like, you're not being clear enough. I'm not being clear enough. And like I already mentioned, for some of you it's going to be really confusing. And they're like, this person, like, oh yeah, oh bless your heart. Because like a lot of you that are really confused, like I hear them in my ear. They're like, this child does not understand. This child does not listen. Okay, that is what I'm hearing. So you have guides that are trying to communicate with you that you are not listening, and they may be giving you signs, synchronicities. Sometimes it may scare you. Just roll with it. They're trying to lead you, help you not self-sabotage your life, not just a connection, but like your life. Okay, but you have hurt and heal. 3 of Swords, healing, because remember, Cancer energy is very healing. Okay, very healing, right? There's this connection through conversations, through connecting just in general, because I associate Gemini with connections. It does rule in tarot the Lovers as well as the Magician. So connecting energy, people associated with like divine counterpart energy. This connection and connecting with this person will be deeply healing for you. I don't know why that's relevant. It could be attachments, but it could also just be being single and meeting someone that is just super supportive, right? But this connection is deeply healing for you, possibly in a way that could be triggering. That's why if you're confused, if you don't know, they don't want you to see until you're at a point where you're not going to self-sabotage, because Jupiter is obvious energy, grow and expand, right? It's very loud, very expansive, abundant space energy. You're meant to grow and expand with this person, and this person wants to see that with you. I'm getting a lot of what your spirit guides want you to know about who is secretly watching you versus who it actually is. And that's very interesting. But Chiron is the wounded healer. It is someone that heals. It is someone that has been hurt. It's someone that heals from a place of hurt. Like the wounded healer is someone that uses their trauma to heal and nurture others with similar trauma. Okay, so that could be relevant to you, this person. But communicating something about you being connected to this person just in and of itself is deeply healing. It does feel like divine counterpart just because of that nature, because that is what they say about those divine connections, is that just the proximity to one another is deeply triggering and healing. Okay, especially with Jupiter, because that is a growth and expansion based energy. It is to grow, it is to expand, it is to create, with that stork card, right? The Chariot, to ascend. All right, I think that is actually right here, awakening, right? Like an ascension that was slipping off the top. Okay, all right, I'm gonna take 4 from the Melanin Pop. Hermit, I just saw. So you or this person may be just laying low, which makes sense if this person is secretly crushing on you, right? Tell me more about my pile 3, my tulips. Tell me about this person that is secretly crushing on my tulip pile. Okay, definitely could be attachments, but it does not have to be, because I feel like this is a union that's being orchestrated in a way that, if with all of the spiritual divine support, it has to be like, if you believe in past lives, it has to be a past life connection, or it has to be a connection that was already, like I said, I mentioned being orchestrated on the other side, like God already decided, boom, boom, these two at some point, whether long term or short term. But we do have, but I do get long term here. All right, I do. But memories, past lives, karmic, soulmates, reminiscing. Some of you, the person secretly crushing on you, if this is a past influence, an ex, whoever, could be a karmic. But I also get that reminiscing, that past life energy, that do you remember? Like, this may be someone that you have memories with. With Gemini, Chiron, it could be painful memories. I'm not gonna lie, because that attachment energy did step in. Okay, now brand new people. Okay, my singles, just take your time with being ready for a connection with anybody. Okay, because here's the thing, your ancestor spirit guides are telling me that you have trauma. Okay, clear trauma that will be surfaced by this connection if you rush in. Okay, do not rush in, especially with health. It says healthy eating habits, nurse, doctor, exercise, medical school. Do not pace yourself. Take your time. It's a long game, right? With the tree, like the stork, there's time. You don't have to do too much too quickly. Okay, like, don't trigger yourself, this person, anymore than you have to, because I just feel like there's an energy of being ready and why it's hitting. Okay, like, because some of you, this is a person that has a secret crush on you, right? They're like, ooh, I really like pile 3, and like, they just get an urge to not deal with you yet, or they have a deep fear of dealing with you and they don't know why. It's because they're being pulled to stop, right? Because of this energy. They may not be conscious of it, because it's bigger than you, bigger than them. Okay, others of you, if we're talking about, like, if you know that you're watching this for fun and you know there's no one you're connecting with, this is the plan, right? This is the plan, right? You may not have someone actively secretly watching you now, but there's someone that being orchestrated to come in. Okay, to come in, but you can't, like, not saying you need to be super healed. I don't believe that. I believe that you do need to be at a certain level of not being triggered, right? Where it affects your health, your wellness, this person's health, this person's wellness, right? With self-sabotaging tendencies, especially when dealing with generational trauma and ancestral trauma that you are clearing, possibly for your bloodline. And when people that are not deeply spiritual are like, what do you mean with the ancestral baggage, the generational healing? What I mean by is some of the examples of knowing if you're a person that's meant to heal your bloodline. Some of the firsts. I was the first to X. I was the first to Y. Most of my family members do this, but I do not. Or I used to do this, like my parents, my family, my bloodline, but I no longer want to associate with that energy. That's how you know you're in an energy of healing. You're moving past certain beliefs, traits, habits, right? Experiences. If you pay attention to the stories of your ancestors, you'll notice that it's kind of been a cycle. Like your grandparents did this. Like this is how your parents lived in their connection, and this is how your grandparents did in their connection, and their parents did in their connection. And you'll notice that the dynamics were very similar, and you may catch yourself at some points repeating those cycles and deciding you don't want to. Right? That's what I mean. Okay? But focusing on your health and your wellness is a big deal for you right now, pile 3. Let's see. Give me more. I love that. Imprisonment, caught, blockages, cornered, stuck. Yeah, blockages, trapped, clearing the energy. There's energy that you are currently clearing. Now, what I love for this is those of you where the majority of you, where you actually have someone secretly watching you, blockages are clearing, right? Remembering, health, trapped, clearing of blockages, right? Expanding, growing, evolving, okay? Deeply healing power. Because that I never got like the 3 of Swords is trauma, but I don't feel like it's trauma in terms of active pain. I feel like it's either history with do you remember, or it's an energy that, and when I say history, it doesn't have to be yours. It could be ancestral. But it felt like a healing of that energy, like not wallowing in pain, of healing trauma, right? That's what I was getting. Beautiful pile. It may seem scary, but I promise you it's not, because especially if you've been a person that's been in pain, if you've been in situations where you've dealt with a lot of trauma, this connection that is coming in, because it's a connection, it's not just a secret crush, it's going to be deeply healing for you. Okay, you've got ugly sweater, holiday themes, silly, thoughtfulness, and funny. And from this card, for whatever reason, I got tradition. That's the word that popped out at me. Tradition. Okay? Because like ugly sweater contest could be like a tradition, right? That could be a relevant thing. You may know this person through that. This may be someone that you consider to be trapped with, or stuck on their own, or trapped somewhere on their own, right? Somebody might have been locked up before, right? Someone may have been taking time, space for their mental health, right? Interesting. Okay. Medical profession could be relevant. Diet, all of those things could be relevant. It's at the bottom. I love that. I love that. Look at that tradition. I saw that here, like family traditions, right? Family, values, ceremony, generational beliefs, and groups. Ugly sweater also feels like holidays. Something about holidays could be very relevant to this connection. But tradition, family values, ceremony, generational beliefs, groups. I want to be honest with you. These people, like this looks like someone you're going to end up with in terms of marrying, for sure. You got 2 marriage cards, and then but I mean, like I said, I already told you about my mediumship. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, for sure. But groups, you know this person from groups, from community, like your community, their community. It's a community tie. Something was a community at one point, or is. What do you remember? Interesting. All right, so let me get ready, because this actually is not as long as the other piles. I love that. So let me get this card, my love card from this deck, my love card from the other one, and then I'll close it out. This person will be very family oriented. They'll be close with their family, and they're likely to be very close with yours, okay? Whether we're talking about like how you know them, or traits that you can see when they come in, okay? Because some of you, I'm not even getting that this is who has a secret crush on you reading. Some of you are asking about yourself, knowing you're like in isolation and all the things, knowing that there's no one that you're actively engaging. Some of you, this is what's next in love for you, okay? But a lot of you, especially those of you with like attachments, you already know where you fall. Let me see. Tell me about my tulips. My pile 3. Give me a love message for my, okay, 3. All right, that's the number. So we don't talk back. We just take what we get. All right, past life relationships. Really making sure that energy is doubled down on. Okay, with the past lives, past life connection, Okay, if you believe in past lives, then you know this person has been connected to you many times. Okay, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. That is, those of you, you're a confirmation for your attachments. You've got 2 cards confirming that for you. Those of you, when you start interacting with this person or when they come in, it will feel, you will know. It will be very clear, okay? The confusion you feel now will not exist, okay? And then you've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. It's clear. It didn't even take, it was actually less time than sometimes when I get one card. Very clear messages. I love that. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. For right now, like right now, it feels like a bit of a space. Those of you with connections, it could be a break between. I mentioned space. Some of you, it is a retreat, like a honeymoon, like a wedding and a honeymoon. I'm seeing all of the things I'm getting from this pile. Lots of stuff. It could be travel involved. But yeah, I mean, I'm not done because I do have 2 more decks. Trying to think. Those of you where, you know, my singles, if you're in like space, you're in Hermit. I think I saw the Hermit card earlier. For yourself, working on yourself, healing generational trauma, all the things. It will come after that, okay? It will come after that. All right. Because this is all about being ready. Sorry, that's why all of the mediumship energy came through. I feel some of you may really be working on your solar plexus, because like now I'm like in my ribs right there. I'm feeling like real tight. So like you may have issues with your power, with your self-esteem, your self-worth. Like if you've been doing a lot of work there, or you may need to, because I got real stiff. This is actually the perfect time to do that. Venus is in Leo. It's retrograde. Like energy, that's the perfect time to do that if you're watching this real time. Even if not, the time of you getting your reading, like maybe just get it looked at. Like if you're having issues with your stomach, get that looked at for real, okay? Because like I feel it. Okay. And I do not have issues with my stomach. Okay. Yeah, interferes. Some of you it's anxiety in your stomach. But it says, as you face your inner fears, you recognize what is holding you back from attracting a healthy and loving relationship with others. So some of you, your healing is holding you back right now, and that's okay. Because I said healing instead of holding back. So you're healing, and that's fine. When you're ready, it'll be there, I promise. Others of you, you have just been, you know, it's a secret because this person's scared, right? If this is an actual person, secret real question, they're scared. And they've got all of this energy associated with them, just like you do, right? And it feels like you may be dealing with a person that is truly working on themselves and healing generational traumas and trying to be better than those that came before them, not in a disrespectful, oh, I'm going to be better than the people before me way, but in a, you know, those people walk with them and are helping guide them to make better choices, to learn more lessons without having to experience the setbacks that maybe, you know, previous people in the bloodline had to, okay? That's what this person's working on, whether consciously or not, because sometimes you work on things and don't even realize that's what you're doing. Okay, I mentioned that I was going to just roll with it. Okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, so whatever that energy is, let's talk about it. I'm going to get a 3rd card, but this energy here, they're making sure you get all your cards just because I'm almost done, but like it's not even as long as the other ones. Whatever this energy is, you're all on different timelines. It is initially, whether past, present, incoming energy, it's going to initially be in reverse or blockage. Then it is going to flip into a maturing energy. It's a blockage that is clearing, okay? Because of the way that this card fell. So let me not hurt myself. Grab this card. I'm going to take it upright. All right. That's not what I was expecting at all. At all. I was not expecting this at all. There's something or someone affecting your relationship. It's time to address it. So it's not an issue, I promise, because it fell in reverse as a blockage, and then it came as a maturing. If it would have been incoming, I would have like, but it was a blockage. It was already incoming and flipped up upside down. It's already happened, right? Up in reverse and fell into mature. So third party, and third party does not have to be, let me just put it in reverse so I don't upset y'all. It was a blockage and it's gone. It's landing on this could be the one. So it's not a thing, but if it's a person, karmic, whatever stuff, it's not an issue anymore, okay? And or it won't be if I'm talking about you attachments. Some of you are healing generational trauma associated with that, whether I'm talking about, you know, those attachments or otherwise, you're healing that trauma specific to those and fears around it, surrounding trusting your partner and issues with intimacy. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And others of you, it's not an actual third party, right? Even those of you where you're just healing that from the bloodline, it's not. It's like you're clearing that trauma, those fears associated with that trauma. Others of you, the third party is the healing, right? The baggage. Some of you, it's just ancestral trauma in general. That is the baggage. That is the third party that needs to be cleared, right? Limiting thought processes, belief systems, and all of the things, okay? Coming through, that's stopping this person from dealing with you so far, okay? And I say dealing with you so far because if you don't know who this is and there's still a secret and you don't know who it is, that's why. Some of you, they feel like you're engaging someone else, and that's why they're not dealing with you. They're not sharing their feelings because they feel like you have been dealing with someone else. So maybe make it clear if you're not dealing with someone else that that you're available. I'm getting like throat chakra stuff now, okay? Definitely. Yeah, because this person's not trying to end up in a third party situation. So this person's like, if that's the thing, if that's why this card came out, make it clear, okay? And some of you, this person may not have been completely available. So if they have been with someone else but still interested in you, they're not gonna do third party. It'll be cleared out when they come in for you, okay? Now let me get me one more. I don't know what I thought was gonna be that card that did all of that maneuvering, but I didn't expect that card. Interesting. Sorry, I did not mean to be knocking the thing. I want one more, please. Thank you. And we will take, okay, getting to know each other. So yeah, I see contact soon, okay? For those of you where it's brand new and you don't know who it is, they'll come in and get to know you, okay? Enjoy discovering new commonalities, goals, and dreams as you get to learn more about each other. Others of you where you've got attachments and you've got whatever, there's a history, there's some missing, and I will see I see reconciliation after space, okay? Deeper intimacy. What did I say? I mentioned that this combination here is fear surrounding trauma associated with intimacy and, you know, third parties and, you know what I mean? Like fears associated with that. So clearing that blockage leads to deeper intimacy, okay? The feelings of emotional closeness and love allow you to feel safe, desired, and more connected to your partner, okay? And this is not just me. Remember, this is also messages coming from your spirit guides, your ancestors too, because that's how this energy slipped in for you. So let me get you a message of guidance from my New Orleans Oracle deck so that we can close this out. I love your pile 3 because it's a great energy. I know we went through the roller coaster of all of the details for the sake of details, but this is a beautiful pile. This is a beautiful connection. This is someone you want to be with. This is someone, like the answer is yes. This is someone you will marry if you allow yourself to go deeper, like for sure, and it will work and it will be blessed and highly favored on the other side, okay? Look at that. Patience is at the bottom again. The tree, right? I love that. I love this pile for you. Like I said, everything, this is good energy, okay? Don't let any of the other subsets of it scare you. All right, let me see, pile 3. My tulip. Tell me more, tell me more. Someone likes grease here. All right. That blue on that, someone's favorite color might be blue. Blue may be relevant, but that blue on that, yeah, you can see it. Like the sun is hitting it directly, and there's blue here too, and it's not, and on there it's not, but something about this specific blue, and you've got all of this bright, beautiful blue, but you got 2 messages. You got gratitude. Here we are with the second line. We'll get the book and see what these messages mean. And then we've got number 18, peace. Okay, Just be okay. Just find peace, right? Find peace. Be peace with this person. And regardless of what the connection, where it is, where it's coming from, gratitude and peace. That's the energy you need to be aligned with as it relates to your life and this connection. Gratitude and peace. Now let me get the book so we can get the details on what the book has to say about that. I think it's funny that step back was like right there. And I keep seeing dreams and end of a cycle. Hurricane Katrina was there. Could be something related to a hurricane, could be relevant as well for some of you, because that just, I don't know why I kept flipping to that page. Yeah, I'm getting a throat thing again. I don't know. Go to the doctor if you're not feeling good. Okay? Seriously. Okay, but you got second line. It says second line parades, and here's the thing that I love. I don't know what the book's gonna say because I'm gonna skip some of this stuff, but a second line is often done after funerals down here. So when it comes down to it, or during weddings, right? People in this area, they do second lines for any type of transition of life at a wedding, right? After a funeral. Second line is a passage, okay? Like historic, okay? So that those are relevant things. But it does say a staple of New Orleans culture, the uplifting music and dance signify prevailing circumstances through celebration. And it does say in celebration of marriage, death, or just the good times in between. The parties always always emphasize leaning on gratitude and appreciation because all is never lost. So I mentioned the funerals. You have a heavy ancestral presence, especially those that you knew in this life, especially those maternal presences that you knew in this life, okay? Always with you. I promise you, Power 3, always with you, okay? It definitely does, okay? But it says leaning on gratitude and appreciation because all is never lost, and it signifies that it's time for you to remember to celebrate, have fun, enjoy your life. It says sometimes looking at the big picture and all of the steps between the beginning and the end can make it seem like you're on an overwhelmingly endless journey. Giving yourself moments to enjoy any accomplishment, even if it's just the fact that you are still trying, is reason enough to celebrate. The more you tap into your gratitude and appreciation, the sooner you'll see things moving more quickly in your desired direction. Feel the music of life and dance a little. You're on your way and you always have been. I love that. I love that for you, okay? And then I almost just like moved on from peace, but like that's a good energy, okay? But peace, oh Lord, I'm like smacking. So this is a message. Pay attention. Okay, they want you to pay attention to this piece, okay? Pay attention. It says, there are many times throughout our human experience when we make snap decisions from a superficial level without even knowing our true desires. Wow. Okay, it says this card has come up in your reading because peace is what you currently desire right now, even if you don't realize it. Currently, there may be too many issues and thoughts swirling around in your life and in your mind, keeping you from being at peace. Now is the time to ask yourself what changes are within your power. You might struggle with this line. It says, now is the time to ask yourself what changes are within your power to make that can create a deeper sense of peace for you, to create a deeper connection with yourself at this time, and to gain more clarity. It is recommended that you spend some time doing mind, body, and spirit activities such as yoga or meditation, and it is also recommended that you spend some time in nature. No matter how small the gesture may seem to you, every little bit counts and is a step closer to your desire. They don't like that you've been, look at me, I'm like, oh, they don't like that you've been doing things or acting in a way that's counterproductive to what you actually want, that's actually counterproductive to your peace. Okay, like it says, I mean, they just like smacked it. Like it says, there are many times throughout our life where in our human experience where we make snap decisions from a superficial level without even knowing our true desires. And it's saying you want peace. You don't know it. You're not acting like it, right? So if you're engaging with things that make you anxious, that make you worry, that make you sick, let it go. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna close it out. That is all I had. I had like a moment of silence for you and all of the chaos. I had like a moment, I don't even know where it came from, but that is all I have for you today, Pal 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that hit that notification bell. Ooh, I'm like still in my medium. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna close it. Thank you for watching. All right, pile 4. So let's see who has a secret crush on you. You selected that beautiful Marigold. So I am going to check it out. All right. So let me get one card from this deck. Let me just get into it. I didn't have much to say to you. I just was like, let me just start your reading. I don't know. I feel like the other piles, I just have conversations with them prior to. And then you, I did not. I just like, okay, let me just get into pile 4. Let's just get into it. Okay, pile 4. Tell me about the Marigold pile. There's cards that's like, you got a lot of secret admirers, but a lot of them might not say much, okay? There's at least 2 where they secretly watch you, secretly crush on you, but they're not gonna do anything, okay? They're just gonna like you and not act on it. But 1, right? Notice, yeah, like 2, 3 that are like hesitating, that won't come forward. But that 1 is about to leap out if they haven't or left out. There's 1 that's leaping out. Could be past, present, incoming energy. Present, incoming energy, because we're looking at who it is that's secret. Somebody's leaping out. Okay? Lavender. So the thing I did not drink enough water throughout this reading. And so now I'm paying for it. Some of you may have a bit of a cough. But yeah, lavender. And I say that because lavender actually rules throat chakra. Communication and clearing and all of that throat stuff. So just watch that. Like I said, I'm just not gonna lie, I lost track of time. The readings were longer than I expected, and so I'm just look at that, look how hard I am on this card. And so I'm just a little dehydrated, but I do have water. Okay, so no worries about me. But number 15, the lavender energy coming through here. Very easygoing, passive. I was gonna say passionate, but then passive. Passionate and passive at the same time, or passionate in some ways, passive in other ways. I got a very calm, relaxed, soothing energy coming through with the lavender as the person who has a secret crush on you. Very easygoing energy, okay? I'm fighting with the book right now. So we can see, come on, where's the page? There it is. All right. And lavender, it is obviously Mercury, but also Jupiter energy, and it's ruled by air. Okay, which, yeah, makes sense. So your affirmation is, I am calm, I am centered, I am peaceful. That's your person. They're peaceful, they're centered, they're chilling. Like, that's their vibe. It's very zen. There might be a person that meditates, that's secretly watching. They probably meditate, yoga, something like. They're easygoing. They try not to get too far off center, okay? And then you have in your divination meaning, it says lavender tells us that we need to pause, calm, and center ourselves for the task before us, okay? To approach it with a clear mind and a tranquil heart. Lavender dwells here between the rising and setting sun, the moment between where all is balanced. And it says we may feel. Okay, you may be instead of feeling, right? It says we may feel we are working day and night, but use the cycles of work and rest to restore balance in your life. Lavender keeps company with the industrious bee, but the bee wholeheartedly enjoys its work and knows when it's time to return to the hive to rest and sleep. So bees may be relevant. And I was already like kind of like feeling like something about like Oshun. She's in the Melanin Pop deck. I don't even know why. Like I randomly was like channeling her for this pile. I actually think there was a Marigold in the last one I did. I think it was pink, and I feel like there might have been a bee on that thumbnail, but I don't like have the energy to like check right now. But I feel like that may be it, and that may be relevant, or maybe that was your pile. But something about you and bees. But we also talk about cycles of work and rest. So you may be a bit of a workaholic, or this person may be a bit of a workaholic, or it could be both. Okay, I think it could be the both of you, knowing when to work, when to rest. Okay, That's the thing that's happening right now, okay? But I do love this lavender based energy. Okay. I don't know why I'm like living my life right now, like centering for the pile. Okay, tell me more about my pile 4. Who's secretly crushing on my Marigold pile? Sorry, give me one. Ooh, that slipped out crazy. Number 22, the crossroads. Some of you, this is my spiritual pile for sure. I was getting like the meditation, all that. Some of you work with spirits of the roads, or your person does, or you would perceive this person as doing those things, right? But a crossroads. So the person secretly watching you, okay, secretly crushing on you, is at a crossroad, okay, where they're making a decision. And the decision is probably just the pursuit of you, because of how that lavender energy I was getting when I was dealing with that magical botanical deck was like, there's some people around you that are interested in you and hesitating, but this is the one person that is not. This is the one person that's actually clear, right, in their decision making, right? Because you may have options, but you've got the one that you're very clear about, because this person's very clear, okay? So the bottom, key. Oh, you may be coming from that skeleton key reading. Yeah, 22, 33. I love the master numbers you get. I know everybody calls everything angel numbers, but these are master numbers when they're 2s. It's the 3s, and here I am being a Virgo. Got it. But the key, there's a key, right? Unlocking to the crossroads, though. That, like, I'll put these side by side. That's not how I've been positioning them. If the light gets weird, I'll shift. But yeah, for now, you've got the crossroads and the key, and like 22, 33, and like, I love the whole energy of, and like there's blue, a lot of blue and green in there. But yeah, if you didn't watch my reading that I posted with the skeleton key, definitely go back. You have a pile there for sure, okay, for sure. And but it's a decision, a choice, a crossing, a proceeding, right? A decision to go unlock something. Okay, clarity with that lavender card. The person that's secretly crushing on you. Okay? I don't know why it's such a big deal, right? That this person's decision to pursue you, right? If they're a secret crush, especially if it's new, is a big deal, but it is. Okay? And it's unlocking something by them deciding. Okay? Some of you, because this is so new and this is an actual crush, like this is a new cycle in your life. So you have a new person crushing on you, and they're going to unlock a new cycle in your and theirs journey that you're going to go on together. I like that a lot. So let me get the book. I might grab a sip of water in a second, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, am I like 3 hours in right now? I may be, because I break these up because I like to separate the energy. So the crossroads is, at the crossroads, you'll be taking a trip, either literally or figuratively, as it takes time to make a decision. The goddess of the crossroads has many opportunities or options to choose from, with little guidance to do it. Being the card of free will, this card represents making a choice, but also having feelings of doubt, worry, and hesitation arise about doing it. But you can't stay here, you have to choose. And even though it is what is beyond that choice that gives you a sense of nervousness, know that it is also that what is beyond that choice that will take you to your next destination. Yeah, exactly. So you choosing between suitors, making the right decision, could be the thing. It could be suitors coming to you, and you this person that is crushing on you may have a lot of options, and they may be worried about making the wrong choice. But in that worry, I feel there's a bit of a lavender calming of an energy that has come in, or is stepping in, because we're present, future, right? Even if it's a past person, this is present, future energy with that person. I'm not getting the heaviest sense of that. It's feeling like present and incoming energy. that release, that clarity, that peace and understanding of what road to take and to unlock it. And the reason why it's relevant to you is because my Marigold pile, it looks like this person is wanting to go down the path with you. Okay, now I'm not saying this is all huge like third parties. This is my chill pile. Like, this is a relaxed, easygoing pile. It feels like this actually may be my predominantly singles pile, where your person that is secretly watching you is like very single, and they're like, yeah, I could pursue this person, that person, but look at pile 4. Look at that Marigold. I'm really like vibing with this Marigold. Let me go that way, right? That's what I'm getting. Okay. And so yeah, let me get to the 33. I was trying to decide if I was done with that message, but it's just a redundant message. The key says, as one of the best cards of the deck, ooh, okay, the key represents something major, as it is the key and important to unlocking mysteries, destinies, and freedoms. It is the card of answers, as it illuminates the revelations that act as a catalyst to bring forth both truth and success in a situation or a union. Also representing important events, meetings, and relationships, the key card tends to show us both karmic connections and resolutions to our disconnections. For it is destiny that is hidden for it is destiny that is hidden beyond that lock, and it will be this key that will open it up and liberate your life. And in love, it does say it's an important relationship. You are both karmically connected, and should you be experiencing any issues at the moment, they will be resolved here. Renewal is approaching you. So I'm not going to develop that just because I've been talking a while and that's what that card says. But yeah, I mean, there's so much going on here, right? Like there's some clarity, right? So like you're going to know who this is very, very soon. Very, very soon. The fact that you got this and that these cards, okay, with the lavender, which is clarity. You got Mercury, it's ruled by Mercury and Jupiter, but Jupiter is Sagittarius based energy. Let me get a sip of water. Yes, I'm back. I got the water. We're good. Okay. So, but Jupiter, I didn't know ruled lavender because I'm not that familiar with all the herbs, but that's Sagittarius based energy. So some of you, it could be close to Sagittarius season, depending on when you watch this. But I did know that it was associated with Mercury. It rules the sign of Virgo. Know that because I am one. And I love lavender, always have. But it feels like lavender is, where was I going with that? Oh, timing. So I'm sorry, I lost track because I was like thinking about like lavender, and I'm like, I got lavender candle I could be burning right now. I don't know. I got a lot going on. But basically Virgo season is approaching, okay? It's approaching. The sun will be in Virgo pretty soon. If you're watching this in real time. If you're not, whenever those signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, could be your person's placements or yours. Doesn't have to be. But this crossroads in this key does feel like I feel like some of you may be in those religions, like when we talk about like hoodoo, we talk about the Loa, we talk about like the Orishas, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting like some of you may, or this person may be invested in those concepts with this key and this crossroads. But definitely, because I did that recent reading with the keys, with the skeleton keys, and it's a timeless reading. So whenever you find it, yes. But because of my timeline, I did it associated kind of with Lionsgate 8/8. So that could be a relevant time frame for some of you, since we're stepping into that energy and I just did that video. Definitely, I would watch it in real time if you watch this in real time, for sure. Now, yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. This is some very interesting energy. Tell me more about this person that is secretly crushing on my Marigold pile, my pile 4. This may be someone that clears their throat a lot, or they may have issues with their throat or their communication, or historically have, or you could, because I'm be honest with y'all. I'm very bad about drinking my water during the readings. I am. I've always been that way. I know I need to stop. I've been working on it. But like today, because they went longer, I just didn't do it right. I just did it even worse. But like I've never like had the throat thing where I know it's because I'm dehydrated like this. Like this is specific to this pile where I'm like clearing my throat like that. Like I promise you, I'm not that dehydrated. And even if I am, I'm like, my body's used to me doing that. So at least when I'm doing readings, I don't do that actively day to day. So, and I try to drink water between readings, but something about right now and just clearing of the throat and all of the things and that incoming energy. Yeah, like someone's clearing their throats to announce their presence. Okay, I like that. Ace of Pentacles. Very solid, stable offer coming in from this person that's secretly watching you, Pile 4. Like this is someone that is not just secretly crushing on you. They're wanting to take action. They've decided already. Like at the point of you watching this, they have already decided. Okay? And it's a tangible offer. Like it's a concrete, clear Ace of Pentacles beginning. Okay? Love that for you. All right. Come on, Pile 4. Got 2. With this offer is going to come 2 things. Okay? Because they're not, like I said, we're beyond the who's secret crushing on you. We'll figure out who this is. Or maybe you're not meant to know in some instances with the back turned. Crossroads. Some of you already know who this is, right? Like I've already stuff. Or you may find out in that reading with the skeleton key. I don't know. It's about, that's not a love specific reading. It's a life key, actually. So, but yeah, 2 things are going to come from this offer. Because it's the offer that's important for this pile. Death. Oh, well. Interesting. So this is Scorpio-based energy. Some of you actually are into ancestral energy. This person is into ancestral energy. You are or work with spirits of death or spirits of the crossroad. I mentioned earlier, like this may be my either witchy, hoodoo, voodoo, all of the things, Santiera pile. Okay. When I say voodoo, it could be any of the traditions, right? Haitian or the New Orleans. It could be all of that. But yeah, Scorpio energy, Pluto energy, 8th house energy of death, transformation, inheritances, debts, it's changes, it shifts, right? Like all of the things with this. It's a new beginning. It's stepping into, like it's an offer of change, offer of change, like offer of, well, I said offer of change twice. Like this an emphasis on change, changing of circumstances, situations, of relationship status. But this could also be for some of you coming in along with this secret, because I've got another pile where I was thinking this was more than just someone secretly crushing. This was someone secretly watching, like wanting to make an offer, like professional business partnership. Like this could be an offer of money, an offer of a loan, an offer of investment, an offer of something. Okay, I'm getting for some of you as well that's coming in. Okay, because you've unlocked something more than a connection. Whatever you've been doing, especially my practitioners, deeply spiritual, meditating, yoga, focusing on your health, your wellness, your life, you've unlocked a lot of things. This secret crush that someone has on you is just one of many things. And I mentioned that the 2 cards that I pulled that popped out are 2 things associated with this offer that comes with this connection, right? Death, an ending of something. A transformation of something. Death is also very sensual energy because it is ruled by Scorpio, which is the 8th house of intimacy, right? Sensual energy, okay? It's going to come with an offer, right? And it's going to come, this offer is going to come with, honestly, commitment. I'm going to see the Daughter of Cups as commitment, because the Daughter of Cups is the Page of Cups. This is a message of love. So it's going to come with an ending, a message of love, some sensual energy, and it's going to come with an offer, like an actual extended communication. Like this is someone that will ask to be exclusive with you, okay? Especially if it's new, because with the Ace of Pentacles, it's new. They're going to say, hey, I don't want to be single. I'm interested in you, okay? So some of you, I feel like you're midway connections. You're not necessarily like, this is not like an attachment. This is someone that is maybe someone you're dating, that's dating, like you're casually getting to know each other. And then like they want to be exclusives or whatever, okay? I can see that for a lot of you. So let me see what's at the bottom. Yes, messages, messages, messages. Lots of messages coming in. Lots of messages coming in. Lots of messages. This is not going to be a secret for long. If you're not getting who it is already, it's fine. I promise you it's going to be okay. Because you're getting what I got. Virgo, Sagittarius, Gemini. I've got Scorpio. Yep. All right. Could be any other earth sign or nah, it's too many. It's too many. I'm just going with the dominant ones, right? Because Mercury and Jupiter. So Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius. Honestly, I associate the crossroads with Scorpio as well. Possibly Pisces. Yeah, for sure. Okay. We've got what we've got. Those are the signs. And if your person does not have these placements, that's the energy surrounding the connection when they come in. All right. All right. So, and this is a rebirthing energy for those of you that were questioning it. Tell me more about who has a secret crush on my Marigold, my pile 4. There's another pile that has a heavy ancestral influence. So if you were called to it, that is your pile as well. House 9. Look at that Sagittarius energy, expansion, growth. That is the it does say spiritual growth, but I don't know that I mentioned that Sagittarius is the sign of the 9th house of spiritual development and ascension, in a sense of religion and religious practices and spirit guides and such. Okay. House 9. So this person that secretly admire you, they are ascending spiritually, and they are wanting to ascend spiritually with you, an elevation of the connection as well. Okay. Tell me. All right. Square. A challenging situation and a mountain to climb. Oh, this is for sure the bottom, because look at how it did the thing. Jupiter, more Sagittarius energy. This is very spiritual power, growth and expansion. All right. We'll just put it here. Unlocking spiritual development and growth. Travel, higher education, luck and fortune, enhanced perspectives. Those are the things associated with this person or coming in with this person. That square talks about a mountain to climb and options and choices and making it past things. But I see with the Death card, honestly, some of you, this is a person is very different from what you're used to. Very different, maybe even a way that scares you, because you've not had to deal with someone that either is as open and aware or as in tune or just that thinks that way. Okay. Others of you, if we're talking past energy, this person's coming in like a whole new perspective. Like, don't even be scared. Like, if this is someone, like, this is a transformed individual. This is not the same person. Okay, so like, even if this person's secret admiring you and you know them, you have a history, like, it's not even the same stuff. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this, honestly, you may not know how to take the person if we're talking about an attachment. Okay, you may not know how to take it. You might not be prepared. You may be very surprised by this person. It's not the same. All right. Let's close. I'm saying let's close out. I still have like 4 more decks. Tell me about this person. Tell me about this person that is secret admiring my pile 4. If this is someone you know, this is definitely someone you have not seen in a while. We've got eyes closed. We've got a back turned. And we got somebody really excited to be talking to that fish in that cup, right? So tell me more about who has a secret crush on my pile. I'll take both of these. Okay, I wanted 4, and things are going to be very clear. I'm actually going to take 6 for this pile. That is so chaotic. But we're going to do it. We got time, and we actually have a lot of time, actually. Okay, rebel. Someone's very different. It's a strong-willed, protester, nonconformist, and opposition. Someone very different, right? Someone that may be a bit of a challenge. You are my world. Balance, care, respect, reciprocate, grounded, worth. Okay. We have the scales of balance on the table. All right. Money maker, hustler, unique job, sex worker. We have ugly sweater, holiday themes, silly, thoughtfulness, funny. And then we've also got spice things up. That's the sensual energy. It says exciting, kinks, unusual, mixing it up, new things and fantasies, as well as social media, popularity, influencer, and tech savvy. So this is definitely someone that watches you in every channel that they can. If you don't have social media, they ask their friends, they ask your friends. They definitely watch you at work. They do whatever they can to get energy on you. But I do get a lot of you, you're visible in some way, whether socially, right? That they can see, okay? But you're very different from what they're used to, but they're very attached to that energy, okay? Let me see what's here. Gold digger, transactional relationships, superficial love, and materialistic. Okay. That's a lot happening. But there's a lot of money on the table, by the way. A lot of money. Lots of money just stepped onto the table, just in general. But I mentioned luck and inheritances and all of the things. I believe this is my pal that is going to get money soon. And that is part of what's going on with this person, is that they kind of see you focused on your money. Okay, this is someone that, based on your interactions with them, if you're interacting with this person, which I feel like a lot of you are, you're focused on your money. With gold digger, materialistic, we've got a money maker here, right? It's kind of a focus on where you're gonna go, where you're gonna do, right? Where you're headed. That's what the crossroads is all about. The key, looking for the key to unlock where you're going, endings, transitions, offers, right? Because the pages, which is the daughters in this deck, offers, like where you're going, right? There's a lot of travel here. I mentioned with a Jupiter Sagittarius energy. That's what the, oh goodness, look at this. I didn't notice that I was shifting. Yeah, but yeah, shifting perspective, shifting stuff overall. So yeah, that's really what's going, that's what this person's thinking about you right now. And that's how you know who this is. They're like, my man, Pal 4 is like really focused on their bag. They're focused on their growth, their spiritual evolution, like where they want to be, finding balance, their life changing, growing, and all of the stuff. Okay. What is this ugly sweater? This is a person that fantasizes about you in a sensual way, and that represents like costumes, what spice things up. I was wondering, was it like moneymaker? This is a person that is deeply attracted to you physically. I didn't really get that in the other piles, which wasn't bad, but here there is a super sensual energy. You've got Scorpio on the table. This person like really admires how you look. This person may look at pictures of you, video, whatever it is, they watch, okay? They stare, they ruminate, okay? Very much so. Okay. All right. So let me pull from these love-based decks and we close it out with your advice, because this is not it's not a deep pile. It's not. The deepness of everything has to do with your spirituality, honestly, or this person's spirituality. But the decision's been made. Like the person that's secretly crushing on you is gonna make a move. It's not even the question. And there's a lot of sensual influences, and there's also a lot of like trying to make sure I got to, yeah, there's a lot of sensual influences, but there's also a lot of financial influences. And honestly, this person may be material, because I mentioned an offer, like it comes with like money and stuff. This person may like date you, and like they may treat you to things, like something about, because Scorpio is other people's money. So this person may try to like buy your love, which sounds bad when I say it in the shadow sense, but I think investing in you in some way, their energy, their time, but it does feel like there's money involved. Like this person may give you gifts. Okay. It says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance and then engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yes. Some of you, like I said, especially with those attachments, is something that you may have like let go or moved on from or tried to move on from. But something about it is like there's something that's been unlocked. Okay. That said, when we talk about connections that are incoming, someone that is deciding to pursue you for the first time because like they've been watching you, but they're not sure if the difference is or whatever. Something either they saw or that they heard or something made them feel very optimistic about it. Okay. And that's why they're going to not be a secret admirer anymore. They're going to like engage you because they heard some news or they saw something you posted or something you did that let them know that they could go for it. Right. And then you have at the bottom, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So this is someone that may have even been waiting for their chance to be with you. Especially if they've been watching you, especially if they've been like watching you date other people and stuff. Like they've been waiting for their chance to be with you a lot of times, in a lot of instances, Pal 4. So whatever they saw, like it let them know, oh yeah, it's definitely my time. Or maybe they've come up financially now and they feel like they're lucky in their finances, if that's something that they've been self-conscious about, right? Whatever it is, this person, you're going to know. I don't need to describe this person any further because you will know they're coming, like straight up coming. Okay. And this is someone that's been, like I said, patiently waiting for you. This may be my confirmation for some of you. This is someone you've been waiting for. Okay. But you do have commitment coming in. So let me pull from this other deck and then I'll close it out with my New Orleans Oracle deck so that we can get some advice for you just in general. My last message is for my pile 4, my Marigold. Tell me who's secretly crushing on Marigold. Building a future. This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. Your love life is ascending to the next level. Your love life, pile 4, is ascending to the next level of commitment. Okay? You got it twice. Building a future. Okay? One more. And I'll take the bottom. What is that? It's not in there. Self-love is the best love. I want to glance at both of these. Okay. I will give you, ooh, this is fun. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's going to be fun. I'm such a kid sometimes. I'm going to let you choose your bottom of the deck since it's split like that. So if you choose left side, you choose right side. I mean, I'll let you choose votes, but it's kind of a cop-out. And it takes away the fun, but I'll let you choose your bottom. But you got, and you choose right now while I'm like doing the thing so that it's not cheating, okay? So it's not cheating. But you've got self-love. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationships and with yourself. So positive thinking, staying optimistic, loving yourself is really what's attracting this love to you, okay? This person, like something about this, something you did or whatever, this person's like, man, I really want a piece of pile 4. Like they loved your confidence, your independence, the way that you carry yourself, like something about you loving yourself and your optimism or whatever it is, just the way you carry yourself just really attracted this person, which is why your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay. With this person, like I said, doesn't have to be attachment. It could just literally be a crush, like someone that's been watching you that's like, man, I like how pile 4 moves and I'm interested in getting to know them, right? And building a future. So if you chose the left side, let's see what your bottom is. Attraction. Your captivating energy makes you attractive. You wear confidence well. I just said that. Okay? Just said that. All right. And then harvest. You planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, you are now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm not playing with y'all. Let me tell you why. Because me wanting to do that, y'all was like, nope, I want both. All of you were like, I want both, because both of those messages align with what we just said. Because attraction is self-love. Harvest is building a future. Like it's like literally like all of the things. But this person's really attracted to the way you move and the way that you go out and handle your life and you focus on yourself and your spiritual wellness and all of the things. Like everything you do to take care of yourself and the way you look while doing it. That's why they have the secret crush on you. But it's not going to be secret. Like they are in pursuit. They're like, man, pile 4 is a catch. Let me go. Okay? Let me go. So let me get a good shuffle and I'll get your one card for message from this New Orleans Oracle. Tell me, what is my final message for pile 4? Oh, why is that in reverse? I don't know that this deck reads reversals. Power. And I said that at 22 minutes and 22 seconds. There's like at least 2 piles this today where I did that. Okay. power. And this is Marie Laveau. Now I have to pull another one. Why is she in reverse? Let me see what she talks about. I'm sorry if I'm so quiet. I'm just like, I was trying to like figure out how this aligns, but it says, Marie Laveau was the epitome of power and grace within the community of New Orleans. Not only was she known as an astute businesswoman, but she was also the go-to person for spiritual remedies. My phone is ringing again. I'm gonna just decline that and go back. It's a message, so I don't know. There's a message here. It says she was a go-to person for the spiritual remedies of everyday life. If you have drawn this card, you have been called to embrace all aspects of yourself and rise to every occasion with confidence. You are so much more than a mundane daily tasks that often bog you down. New opportunities will help you explore the different ways you can express yourself and feel more fulfilled. But with this self-love and like, okay, you haven't been feeling very powerful, or you hadn't, okay? This person's gonna come in and acknowledge you when you step into your power, okay? I'm gonna get one more because I think this is actually the shortest power. You have to step into your power. Look at all of those blockages. I'm not like taking them, but what else is blocked? Your self-care, you're not doing that. Your body balance, you're not doing that. Okay. Spiritual knowledge though. Okay, so you're not taking care of your physical life and your physical self, right? Self-care, body balance, but you've been like heavily in your spiritual knowledge. So make sure you're nurturing your body yourself. That makes so much sense. Don't be hyper fixated in the spiritual plane, right? Because Marie Laveau, she is like a spiritual leader. People cling to her in terms of spirituality. Do not cling to spirit. Do physical things, live physical life. You know, I even got sensual energy coming through. Live that. Do whatever you have to do, but make sure you're taking care of your body. That's why I was wondering why my throat was acting like that. I'm not that thirsty. I'm not that. I'll drink some water. I'll be fine. But like, I was losing my voice. You may be not nurturing your physical body, right? Lavender could be too much attention to spirit and meditation, right? It's saying to incorporate some spiritual practices in the 3D, like do physical things that are good for you, okay? And you'll notice that as you've done those things, as you do those things, you'll see ascension in your romantic connections, as well as like your career, your business, your finances. That may be why this person wants to come in and offer you things, because they want to take care of you, because you may be lacking financially, because some of you are doing really well, but others you may be lacking in some sense, okay? So that is all I have for you today, Pile 4. Hopefully it resonated, and if it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching.